Capitals score. It's Sam Capel. The toe drag shot. Score! Wajan now to Nevers. Who scores? Jackson Nevers. Romanov up top and Joe Brink. Far side score. Second of the night for Finn Brink. Mo in the high slot. Now Cowan. Backdoor feed. And the Capitals score. It's Aiden Long. Now Ewan back the other way for the Capitals. On a breakaway. He scored! For the Capitals. Jameson in the slot. Scored! Scored! 9-2 Caps lead.
And now, let's send it out to the arena with the voice of the Capitals, Drew Steele.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome into Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena here in the press box. Drew Steele on the call on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Coming up in pregame, we'll hear from the head coach and general manager of your Madison Capitals, Andy Brandt. We'll go through tonight's Bergstrom Automotive starting lineups, as well as your orthopedic and spine centers of Wisconsin medical report. But first, we're going to start off with last night, the Capitals at home against the Chicago Steel. 3 goals in the first for Chicago last night, had them up front 3-0, but Mason Moe had the first answer for Madison at the 6:08 mark of period number 2. Lee drops back for Michaud. Michaud now to Moe on the near side. Shot, scored! Mason Moe gives Madison their first goal of the night. Mason Moe's 9th of the season from Michaud, and Lee came on the power play for Madison to get them back within 2 in the contest. Why not Mason Moe again? Moe picks up his 10th goal of the year at the 12:02 mark of the second. Third Capital goes and joins the party. The Caps clear up the near side wall, try to poke it free and get things started. Sure enough, they're able to. It's McDonald. He has Moe with him on the far side. He won't use him. And a chance. Mason Moe, second of the night, out of midair. The Capitals pull within 1. Moe's second of the night, 10th of the season, assisted by McDonald and Johnson. Brought Madison within 1 at intermission number 2. Most of the third, the Caps trailed, but Brendan Tye on a deflection of a Colton Jameson Scott tied us up at 3. Picked up beneath the goal line, out front, a chance. Tye's shot, kicked wide. Caps hold up top. It's Michaud, far side, Jameson, one-time chance. Scored! Brendan Tye ties us at 3. For Brendan Tye, that's goal number 7 of the year, and it snapped a 9-game point drought. Assists go to Jameson and Michaud on the goal, and the Capitals were able to pick up 1 point, looking for the second. Just 19 seconds into the overtime period, it was Chicago coming away with the extra point. Ashton Schultz with his 11th of the season. Madison fell to 22-11, 3-1 on the year with the loss in overtime. The first overtime loss at home here this season. The Capitals 13-3, 1-1 at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena here this year. Elsewhere in the Eastern Conference, every team in front of the Capitals were able to pick up 2 points. Muskegon, Youngstown, and Dubuque taking down Tri-City, Des Moines, and Waterloo, respectively. Green Bay, obviously 2 points back of the Capitals entering last night, falls in a shootout to Cedar Rapids, so they stay just those 2 points back of Madison after last night's contest. The Dubuque Fighting Saints, the first matchup against the Fighting Saints for the Capitals. We talked with Andy Brandt about that later on in pregame, what that means to face off against the top team in your conference. At this point of the season, obviously it's the measuring stick, and the Capitals will use that tonight and hopefully able to take away 2 points to make it a 3-point weekend for the Caps. Obviously, when you're facing the teams in front of you, the game's ever so important. Obviously, a bunch of them coming down the stretch of the year. The Capitals still with 4 against Dubuque, including tonight, 3 against Muskegon and Youngstown, as well as a pair against Green Bay coming up next weekend. Puck drop comes up at 7:05. When we come back, we'll go to your orthopedic and spine center's medical report and your Bergstrom Automotive starting lineup. It's Capitals hockey here on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues,
Ready?
future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams, which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suiter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today, because there's nothing like live hockey.
Back here on the Capitals pregame show on the Capitals Broadcast Network, powered by Marian University. Marian University is where your career starts with exceptional faculty, lifelong learning, and an engaging, supportive environment. Marian offers the chance to explore your dreams and uncover new interests. Begin your Marian adventure today and connect to a future full of possibilities. Visit marianuniversity.edu to learn more. Let's take a look at tonight's lineups. First up for the visiting Dubuque Fighting Saints, Ruohonen centers Spicer and Giuliani on line 1. Merrill centers Van Vliet and Cornforth on line 2. Aaron centers Barron and Dennis on the third line, and Jonathan Morello will center Ekman and Locke on the fourth line tonight for the Fighting Saints. On the back end, it's Desiderio and Niedermeyer on pair 1, Kostadinsky and Engel on pair 2, Allen and Malbuff on the third pair, with James Mackey, our old friend, as the extra defenseman tonight for Dubuque. In between the pipes tonight for the Dubuque Fighting Saints is going to be Jan Spundar. For the other side, it's the Capitals coming in with a record of 22-11-3-1 on the year. Top line remains the same for the Cats, Mo centering Brink and Lee. The same with the second line, Capel centering Long and Eulenkamp. On the third line, it's Barabanov, Waterfield, and Cowan. And left to right on the fourth line, Brendan Ty, Ian Scherzer, and Diego Johnson. Max Ryder is the extra forward tonight for your Capitals. On the back end, it's Stoughton Moline on pair 1, Michaud and Kawasia on pair 2, Jamison and Brooks on the third pair, with Ronan Buckberger serving as the extra defenseman tonight for Madison. Caleb Heil gets to start between the pipes for the Capitals in his 21st appearance of the season. Tonight's medical report is brought to you by Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin. The physicians at Orthopedic and Spine Centers of Wisconsin have been treating patients throughout the Madison area for over 2 decades. Comprehensive orthopedic experts with customized treatment plans. Call or schedule online today. Out of the lineup due to injury tonight for Madison, Alex Lunsky, Jackson Nevers, and Aiden Shirey. Landon McDonald will join them as a healthy scratch. For Dubuque, out of the lineup tonight, it's Jenner Show along with Barnhill and Colin Frank. Now let's take a look at tonight's Bergstrom Automotive starting lineup. Bergstrom Automotive is Wisconsin's largest automotive marketplace with upfront pricing on new and used cars for sale. Stop by one of Bergstrom's locations throughout the state to explore the new, used, and certified pre-owned vehicles for sale. For the Fighting Saints, it's Ruohonen, Spicer, and Giuliani up front getting the start. Desiderio and Josh Niedermeyer join them on the back end. And Jan Spoonar will get the start in goal tonight for the Fighting Saints. Spoonar has a record of 18-9-0-0 on the season, a .916 save percentage, and a .264 goals against average to go along with 2 shutouts. For the Capitals this evening, it's Sam Capel centering Aiden Long and Gavin Eulenkamp. The second line gets the start for the Capitals up front. Dexter Brooks and Ronan Buckberger get the start on the back end, and it's Caleb Heil came in relief last night of A.J. White. Stopped 5 of 6 Chicago shots on goal. He did pick up the overtime loss in the process. 13-5, 1-1 on the season with a 2.74 goals against and an 8.92 save percentage to his name. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach and general manager Andy Brandt. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the home of the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
We're joined by the head coach and general manager of the Madison Capitals, Andy Brandt. Coach, last night, not the result the team wanted, but a good effort in the comeback, down 3 to grab a point in that one. What were your overall thoughts on last night?
I mean, obviously, we're happy and thought that the response of our group was really good after the first period. Unfortunately, when you start 3-0 after 1, it makes the game really hard. But again, our guys responded. They were able to battle back and get a point out of it. But again, it was encouraging to see them work out of it, but disappointing to see the start we had.
Mason Moe, 2-goal night last night. We saw him with Johnson and McDonald on the fourth line at points in the game, but also up in his traditional spot with Riker and Finn. He's listed with Riker and Finn tonight. What were your thoughts on his performance last night?
I thought Mosey was inconsistent, and that's just obviously is where he moved up and down reflected that. But again, much like our team, I thought he did a good job continuing to work. Scored one on the power play, scored one on quote-unquote the fourth line. So again, he continued to work through his game last night, and as he did that, he was put back with Riker and Brinker in the third period, and I thought his game continued to improve as the game went along.
Brendan Ty has been in and out of the lineup here recently. Last night, deflects home the game-tying goal to force overtime. Back in the lineup tonight, what does a goal like that do for a player that's been in and out of the lineup?
Well, obviously the surefire answer is give him confidence, but I think, in a limited ice time role last night for for Brendan. He did a great job. He kept himself ready to go. He killed penalties for us. He played 5-on-5, and when his name was called in the third period, he went out, provided some energy, and ultimately got rewarded going to a hard area.
First matchup this season with the first place team in the conference, Dubuque. How much do you look at the standings at this point of the year, and what does a chance to meet up with the top team in the league do for you?
Well, I mean, the simple answer is it's a measuring stick for our group just to see where we're at. When the first place team rolls into your building, I would hope that there's a lot on the line with these guys and they want to prove where they're at and where their game's at as a team. So it's exciting. We know that Dubuque is a really good hockey team that plays a team game, and they're good on the special teams. So I mean, the short answer, again, like we've said, would be I hope our guys are ready and willing to compete for 60 minutes tonight.
That was head coach Andy Brandt here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Puck drop right after this.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you, because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
It's hockey night here in Middleton. Welcome into Bob Sooners Legacy 20 Arena here in Middleton, Wisconsin for tonight's USHL matchup between your Madison Capitals and the visiting Dubuque Fighting Saints. The Capitals will travel right to left across your radio dial and Flow Hockey TV screen wearing the Navy Tops Navy pant and Navy stock trimmed with Columbia and white. Left to right will go the Dubuque Fighting Saints with a sword logo, an alternate logo for them here in their 15th season in the USHL. Horizontal gray stripe across the chest, wearing the white jerseys trimmed with gray and red. Puck drop just about ready to get underway. Thanks for joining us here. My name is Drew Steele. I'll be captaining the ship going through your ocean all evening long. One of tonight's referees, Russell Jordan, drops the puck. The Capitals win it back as we'll get underway here this evening. The other referee joining him, Joseph Holmes, the linesman for tonight's contest, Wyatt Corrigan and Aaron McCrary. This one played down in deep for the Capitals, looking to bounce back from a home loss, a very rare one here this season. Capitals 13-3, 1-1 at home after last night's loss. Scoring first is going to be a big key here in this one. Both teams very successful when scoring the first goal this season. Dubuque just very successful in general. First place here in the Eastern Conference. Up the far side wall, the Capitals unable to hold. It's Dexter Brooks playing down in deep. Only one lineup change on the skater side for Madison this evening. Landon McDonald out of the lineup. It'll be Max Ryder in for the Capitals. Down deep inside the defensive zone. A quick shot from Josh Giuliani ramps up and out of the offensive end for Dubuque. All the way back for Edison Engel, who starts things back the other way. No icing on the play as Caleb Heil will go out and play for Madison. The Capitals here this season, I mentioned 22-11, 3-1. When scoring first this season, the Capitals so much better. So the first goal ever so important. This year when scoring the first goal, the Capitals 22-0-1. On the other side, Dubuque with success in that category as well, though. It's 18-2-0-1 for the Fighting Saints. The Capitals clear the zone, back with possession, though, are the Fighting Saints, who send that one down in deep. Austin Moline on possession. A minute and a half here into this first period of play. Scoreless between the Caps and Saints here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. The first meeting between these two teams this season. Last year, the team split the two games. The home team winning both at home of their matchups. 4 games total. Madison's February win against the Fighting Saints, a big turning point last year. Out front a chance for Dubuque. Never got to their player out front in the form of Dryden Allen, who had activated himself down into the play. As the Capitals will flutter this one back out to neutral ice, and into the offensive zone comes Drew Waterfield. Waterfield trying to power his way towards the goal. Unable to find it. It's Allen picking up for the Saints, starting up the near side wall. The Capitals poke possession back to Charlie Michaud at neutral ice. He'll send it down in deep. The Caps will go get a handful of changes. 17:40 to go in this first period. 0-0 our score here in Middleton. The second of 8 home games here in February for the Capitals. 8 of 10 here in Middleton. A couple of Sundays and so much opportunity for success, especially with the Capitals' success at home this season. Madison at home this year, 13-3, 1-1. Dubuque on the road here this season, a little bit less successful than they are at home, and they just got off of a 5-game homestand. They're 15-4-0-1 on the road. They're just a successful team overall with a 29-11-0-1 record to their name. Brooks battled off the puck there by the Saints down in the corner. They'll take it up top there for Mackey. James Mackey, acquired by this Fighting Saints squad earlier this week. Aaron with this shot. A nice save by Caleb Heil, who hops on top of it. Dexter Brooks gets right in the grill that time of Cooper Dennis in the corner for a whistle. 16:51 to go in period number 1. Scoreless here in Middleton. Dubuque coming in the top-ranked team in the Eastern Conference. The Caps 11 points back, sitting in 4th place. Games in hand over everybody in front of them. 3 or more games in hand, to be exact, for Madison. Point percentage, the Capitals right up there with the best of them in the East. But obviously, you have to take care of games like this. Could be a 4-point swing either way. Dubuque, if they win, they go up 13 on Madison. Madison wins, they pull within 9. So a big one tonight. You have to win your head-to-head as Niedermeyer sends it into the far side corner. Picking up there against the wall for Dubuque was Morello before he's battled off the puck. The Capitals try to clear off the near side window. Instead, it's Niedermeyer holding with the glove. Niedermeyer played last season with Arizona State Independent at the time, now in the NCHC with one of his other teammates, Cole Spicer, not out there at the moment, but 2 Division I players last season. And at notable schools, to say the least, as well, does this Fighting Saints squad have. 5 NHL draft picks. There's a reason this team's in first place. They have the talent on their roster. The Capitals looking to come away with a victory here tonight and show, hey, we belong at the top and we have the talent for it as well. This one deflected down in deep by Dubuque. Caleb Heil will go out to pick. Heil came in relief last night of A.J. White. White pulled after a 10 for 13 period number 1. Heil played the next 2 periods, didn't give up a goal until the overtime goal against Ashton Schultz. Both played in the Chaska-Chanhassen Youth Hockey Association. So I'm sure maybe some bragging rights against one of his youth hockey pals there in Schultz. As the Capitals fell in overtime 4-3. Capitals last night fell down 3-0 after 1 period, battling back to tie it up to send it to overtime. Brendan Ty with the game tying goal, his 7th of the season, snapped a 9-game point drought for the forward. Chance for Dubuque right off the draw in the defensive zone. Puck popped free off the end wall, and it's Dubuque on it once again. It deflects up to the point. Malbuff unable to hold the line. Offside on the Fighting Saints. It was Cole Spicer, a draft pick by the Fighting Saints in the 6th round of the Phase 2 draft, touching things up, causing the break in action. 15:39 to go in this first period. Scoreless here in Middleton. Madison looking to bounce back from their first loss in the past 5 games. Had a 4-game win streak going in. Wins over Waterloo, Chicago, and then a pair over Omaha. Last night, Chicago able to pick up just their 2nd win in 8 attempts against the Capitals. Madison wins the season series 6-2 against the Steele, but the Steele with a little bit better taste in their mouth after winning the last matchup of the season. Deep inside the defensive zone for the Fighting Saints, it's Edison Engel, acquired via trade on December 29th by this Fighting Saints squad from Des Moines. 2 players and a pick went the Buccaneers' way in that trade. Deep inside, up the far side wall, the Capitals will try to clear, but it's on the stick that time in the slot of Ruohonen, who has it ramp up and over the protective glass behind Caleb Heil for a whistle. 5:01 into period number 1. We're still scoreless here in Middleton as the Capitals here in this one, not a ton of time in the offensive zone quite yet. Haven't had to say Jan Spunar's name. He gets the start tonight for Dubuque. 18-9-0-0 on the season, a .264 goals against average and a .916 save percentage. 28 for 30 last night in Dubuque's win over Waterloo. Deep inside the defensive zone, Dexter Brooks on possession for Madison. Takes it to the far side, and the Capitals try to clear, held in at the line. That time by Van Vliet, the former NTDP player. The Capitals pick things back up and start towards the offensive zone. Ryder, the intended target of a Diego Johnson pass, interrupted by a Fighting Saints player, but the Capitals battle back for it. Scherzer now in the corner, out front looking for Johnson, unable to find it. Ryder had a chance for possession, but is picked up by Cornforth by the Fighting Saints. Cornforth, a former draft pick by this Fighting Saints squad in 2022 in the Phase 1 draft. Of course, for those unfamiliar, the Phase 1 draft, the Futures edition of the draft. This year's Phase 1 draft will be 2009 birth year players. The Phase 2 draft is the entry-level draft, so it's guys that you'll see on the roster the next upcoming season. Aiden Long, a player that was in the Phase 2 draft, out there with his second line. Sam Capel in the corner. Capel up against the wall there by Desiderio, who will play things up the far side wall. Desiderio, 31 points on the season from the blue line for the Fighting Saints. Started that rush, but the Capitals able to halt things at their own defensive blue. Aiden Long achieves the red line and will flutter things down in deep. Picking up behind his own goal was Niedermeyer. He left for Kostadinsky, and the Saints off to the races back the other way. Into the offensive zone, it's Barron to the middle. Offside are the Fighting Saints. 13:34 to go in the first. Zeros on both sides of the scoreboard. Remains our score here in the first matchup of the season between the Fighting Saints and Capitals. The next time these two teams will face off is on March 20th here in Madison. So the first 2 meetings between the two sides here at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. The final 2 will take place in Dubuque. The 20th, obviously, a Thursday night game. And it'll be a dollar beer night presented by Coors Light, so I'm sure this place will be hopping. The second one of the 2 at home tonight is DC Eagles Birthday Bash presented by American Family Insurance. Face-off just outside the defensive zone upcoming for the Capitals. 13:23 to go in the first. 0-0 our score. Mason Moe and Charlie Aaron will take place in the draw. Aaron wins it back for the Fighting Saints. Niedermeyer carries in on the near side. Feeds it across to the far side for Barron. Out front, a chance. Mason Moe breaks things up, and the Capitals off to the races the other way. A player joining the rush, Stout. Far side, he feeds it into the corner. I think he was trying to find Lee, but Lee was a little bit further behind on the rush. Down low. Brink ties a body up. Dubuque comes away with possession, though. Kostadinsky up the far side wall. They backtrack on their breakout to Aaron, and the Saints out at neutral ice turn things over to Austin Moline. Lee on the far side, 40 points this season for Madison. Mo on the far side looking for options, trying to find a player fresh off the bench on the near side. Is Kawasia, a shot kicked into the corner by Spoonar. First time that Spoonar's really been tested here this evening. Comes 7.5 into this first period of play. Dubuque settles things down, though, and they're able to just clear things out to neutral ice. Kawasia back the other way for Madison as the Capitals in the midst of a line change starting up ice. Mo sends it down in on goal, so no icing on the play as Kostadinsky receives it from his goaltender in Spoonar. The Capitals unable to take over on possession. A shot from the far side. Cowan there for the Capitals, picking things up in the corner thanks to Barabanov out front. Waterfield turns things over for a moment. Kawasia back down to the zone, and that allows Gavin Locke and the Fighting Saints back the other way. The Capitals force a turnover and into the offensive zone. Now Cowan tied for the team lead in goals, and he hits the right pad of Spoonar. The Capitals hold in at the line on the miss, and the pickup possession in the far side. Barabanov pokes it down looking for Cowan. Instead, it rings around the kick plate to the near side for Michaud. Michaud lets it go by, and it's Dubuque out to neutral ice. Kawasia just takes a hack at it down in deep, where it's held on to by a moment for Spoonar, who starts up ice. Spoonar, the 6'3" left glove goaltender out there. They say would have been icing on the Capitals as Caleb Heil almost with a costly mistake in goal for the Caps early on in this one. We're due for a media timeout at our next break in action as the Capitals play things all the way down. Will it roll over onto the goaltender? Sure enough, it will. They waved it off. The Capitals probably lucky on that one. I thought it was rolling to the goaltender. So did the linesman. So he said no icing, but the puck caught up on an edge, and Madison into the offensive zone on the far side. Ryder feeds it to the near side for Jamieson. A bit too high on him as he gets possession in the corner. Now down low, it goes for Brendan Ty. Up the wall, on possession there for Scherzer. Scherzer back down to Ty. Takes it beneath the goal line. Ty even things at 3 last night. Brooks from the point. A shot deflected up into the glass as Dubuque starts back the other way. Through neutral, it's Ruahonen, the first overall pick in the Phase 2 draft this past spring. Plays into the corner for Spicer. He turns things over to Max Ryder. Achieves the red line. Rather not the case. Icing on Madison. 10:23 remains in the first. 0-0 our scores. The Capitals will have a defensive zone draw here in a moment. The Capitals will have some bodies to sort out as they'll go to the bench here. Well, a couple of players. The Capitals seem to have had everything sorted out by our officiating crew this evening. Defensive zone draw. Eulenkamp able to be out there for the Caps. Brendan Ty will go for a change. They're trying to sort things out. Our Madison, I think they're telling Gavin Eulenkamp to get off the ice. So Eulenkamp not able to get out there. The same second unit has to remain besides Sam Capel, who's able to give way for Ian Scherzer prior to the dump in. Faced off one back by Dubuque to Van Vliet. Played into the corner for James Mackey. Now, of course, acquired by this Dubuque squad earlier this week from Cedar Rapids. Mackey actually scored his lone USHL goal last season against the Fighting Saints in Dubuque, so he's had some success in the building. Picked up an assist last night for the Fighting Saints as Capel plays this one down in deep. Capitals put some heavy forecheck on. It's Capel in the corner picking up possession. Up top, Buckberger. Far side now, Moline. Moline with the shot, stuck around a bit, sits in the slot, and the Capitals backhand that one over the goal. Therefore, it was Eulenkamp. Comes to Capel on the top of the near side circle towards the goal. His stick lifted along the way. Still got enough on it to get it by the goal. Just went wide. Buckberger on the near side. Far side for Moline. He'll play it down into the corner. Aiden Long chases after it. His former teammate, though, James Mackey, plays the body. Pushes Long down to the ice surface. And Van Vliet starts up ice now for Dubuque. Merrill through neutral into the offensive zone. Looked to be offside to me. The linesman says not the case as the Caps pick up possession and they send it up the far side wall. Therefore, it's Aiden Long. Into the offensive zone, down into the corner now looking for Eulenkamp. He has the speed better than just about anybody here in the USHL. Plays down into the corner there once again. That time looking for Mason Moe. Moe plays it up to the point looking for Lee. Gets it back. Lee, far side, now Moline in his feet that time. They'll just have to chip out towards neutral ice to keep possession for Madison. past the 11-minute mark here in period number 1. The Capitals leading scorer stick handles his way into the offensive zone, looking for Brink far side. He gets it back thanks to a Dubuque Fighting Saints defenseman. Brink to the point for Kawajia. Fans on his shot attempt. Capitals trying to maintain possession out at neutral ice, but Spicer starts the rush back the other way. Dennis, the second-round pick in the Phase 1 draft back in 2023, down into the offensive zone here in his first season in the league. Up ahead it goes for Riker Lee. Not the player you want doing that if you're Dubuque, and he scores! Riker Lee gives Madison the 1-0 lead on Lee's 19th of the season, giving Madison their first lead of the night, scoring first. Ever so important for Madison here this season. 22-0-1 this year when scoring first. You can't let Riker Lee have that much space. I don't know if it was an error in change or what on that play, but he beats Spoonar with the backhand forehand move to the far post, and the Capitals take a 1-0 lead on Lee's 19th of the season, 20th of his USHL career. Madison up here in period number 1. Face-off back at center ice as Rich Reynolds takes us away.
Was scored by number 10, Riker Lee. He was assisted by number 26, Jet Kawajia. Time to goal.
Jet Kawajia picks up the lone assist on the goal. Kawajia, 7th USHL point here in his 17th game. Down in the corner, the Capitals battling in the offensive zone, trying to get another one here and delay the media timeout ever further. As down in the corner, the two sides work. Two aside there for it. Pumming away with it for a moment was Morello. He thought at least. It catches up on the apron, and the Capitals unable to grab possession. It's Dubuque coming back the other way. Near side it goes. Caps take over. It's Cowan to the near side looking for Waterfield. He'll have to drop back for Michaud. There's the Capitals settling things down. The Capitals seem to have found their top 3 units here, at least until Jackson Nevers will return from injury. Of course, Alex Lunsky on IR. Aiden Shirey moved to IR earlier this week as well. Nevers appears to be coming back from injury at some point this season. As Jamison up towards the offensive end, it's poked off of his stick, and now Dubuque off to the races. They'll chip it down in deep, right to the stick of Caleb Heil, who plays up the near side wall. It's held in by Ruohonen. Ruohonen, a 4th-round draft pick by the Boston Bruins. The Bruins have 3 draft picks on this Fighting Saints squad. Johnson steps off the wall on the far side. It's caught in his feet. Spicer in the high slot sends one wide. Ruohonen up against the wall on the near side. It rings to Brooks, who plays off the near side Zamboni door. The Capitals trying to chip things out. They're unable to. Caleb Heil comes out of his cage to play that one. Goes off the far side. And Madison trying to just get it out of the zone. They're unable to again. Ruohonen to the slot looking for Spicer. Spicer knocks a player down to the ice surface. The Capitals want to call, but instead they'll have a 2-on-1. Scherzer has Johnson with him. Scherzer shot gloved by Spoonar, and he'll hold for a whistle. 6:17 to go in the first period. Riker Lee gets the Capitals on the score column here early on in the first. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
It's Capitals Hockey here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. For our folks over on Flow Hockey, you just saw DC Eagle mop the floor with a couple of other mascots here for DC Eagle's birthday bash as the Capitals lead 1-0, 6:17 to go in this first period of play. Great crowd on hand here in Middleton as a faceoff upcoming to the right of John Spoonar in goal. Spoonar last season in the WHL with Portland, 25-6-2 with a 2-1-2 goals against average. This year with the Dubuque Fighting Saints, 2-6-4 for him in 27 appearances, 18-9. One last night for the Fighting Saints is an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Caps. As up top, the Capitals able to win the draw. Capitals unable to hold the zone. They say Austin Moline got a piece of it as he hit the player up into the referee. Did Aiden Long in the corner. So a defensive zone draw upcoming. I believe it should go all the way down. They're not going to say it will, though. They're saying it's just outside the offensive zone. I think the intentional offside could have been the case. They're not going to, though. The Dubuque Fighting Saints not happy with the call of keeping it just outside the offensive zone of the Capitals. As the Caps lead 1-0, Riker Lee's 19th of the season. The difference thus far in that one. Breakaway goal about 12 minutes into the period. Jack Kawasha with the lone assist as Madison strikes first. I mentioned early on in the broadcast, scoring first, such a big key for Madison this season. It's been a big key for Dubuque as well. Madison 22-0-1 on the season when scoring first for Dubuque. When they score first, they're in that same threshold, 18 wins, 3 losses, one of them coming in a shootout. When they give up the first goal, they're still above 500 as a top-place team in the Eastern Conference, 11-9 when they give up the first goal. The Capitals will start back the other way. It's Eulenkamp trying to play off the window on the far side, able to chip around James Mackey. Down into the corner, Aiden Long on possession. Mackey picks things up for Dubuque, but Long takes it right back. Long feeds it out front. A nice hack at it from Mason Moe, but it comes back the other way on the stick of Desiderio. He achieves the red line and sends that one down in deep. On the near side, Brink up against the wall, trying to get things out towards neutral. He's able to, as Cooper Dennis drops things back to Niedermeyer just inside his own defensive blue line. Dennis up the far side, now Barron into the offensive zone, feeds it to the near side for Aaron, and a chance. Goes wide of goal and out towards neutral ice. Past the 15-minute mark here in period number 1. Dubuque having to retreat all the way back inside their defensive zone after an offensive zone chance. Riker Lee will take a penalty here and a delayed call, so an extra attacker on for the Fighting Saints. Far side, Dennis fans on his chance. That allows the extra attacker to set up some zone time as Dubuque will be heading to the power play here in a moment. Up top, they take it out towards neutral ice. Morello drops back there for Niedermeyer, and right into the offensive zone again comes Barron. Barron splits the defense. The Capitals take over on possession, and the Caps will be heading to the Mosquito Joe penalty kill for the first time tonight. If you've ever spent time outdoors in Wisconsin, you know how relentless the mosquito and other pesky insects can be. Our friends at Mosquito Joe in Madison is here to help get rid of these pests. Locally owned and operated with a Mojo Satisfaction Guarantee. Take back your space with the pros at Mosquito Joe. Capitals on the kill here this season, 6th in the USHL, 80.4%. 1 for 1 last night on the kill for Dubuque this year, 21.8% on the man advantage, 10th in the USHL. They'll start out with their first unit. For those at home wondering who their first unit is, it's Cornforth, Engel, Giuliani, Dennis, alongside Spicer and Van Fleet. Dennis actually on the second unit. Van Fleet on the near side, shot blocked by Dexter Brooks into the corner. Dubuque hops back on top of it. Spicer plays up top. It goes for Engel, who was acquired in trade earlier this season from the Des Moines Buccaneers. Actually played for Andy Brandt at the World Junior A Challenge. Down in the near side corner on possession there, Cornforth. Picked up in the Phase 1 draft back in 2022. The Capitals try to clear up the far side wall. Dex Brooks will take care of things. It'll go out towards neutral ice, so 30 seconds into the Lee Minor. Dubuque has to start back from their own defensive zone. Only one change for Madison there, though, as it only went just inside the defensive blue for Dubuque. Up the near side wall, the Capitals try to play things as Engel gets things towards the offensive corner. The Capitals unable to clear. Van Fleet down in the corner for Spicer. Up the near side wall for Van Fleet. Back to Spicer in the corner. Backhands that one out front. Caleb Heil hops on top of it. Scherzer and a player there for Dubuque. Giuliani get into it. Up against the wall. 58 seconds into this Lee penalty. You'd think these two teams have played more than just this first time this season. Not the case. I don't know if they'll take anyone from this altercation in the corner. Capitals not liking the fact that Madison had a player go after Caleb Heil. So Scherzer will head to the box. Cornforth will head to the box. It'll be 5-on-4, so no penalty put up on this clock. Face-off upcoming in the defensive zone. To the right of Heil and goal. Second unit pops out for the Fighting Saints. Desiderio, Morello, Ruohonen, Barron, and Dennis. Face-off on that far side. A natural halfway point of the power play. Just 58 seconds into the power play. A minute 02 remains. 3:25 to go in this first period as Dubuque wins the draw back. Dennis in the high slot. A shot blocked along the way. I think John Stout got a piece of it out towards neutral ice. Roughing the call for both players in the penalty box on the far side as Barron sends it to Dennis on the far side. Barron and Dennis have very similar builds. Barron 5'5", Dennis 5'5", both very skilled but short forwards for this Dubuque Fighting Saints squad. They take the flanks on the power play. Up the far side wall, Desiderio's shot deflected up into the protective netting behind Caleb Heil. 29 remains on Riker Lee's minor penalty. 2:52 to go in the first. 1-0 our score. Riker Lee in the penalty box. Also the only one to find the scoreboard here this evening. Face-off on the far side upcoming. Aiden Long, Gavin Eulenkamp, the forwards out there for Madison. Moline and Stout join them on the back end. The second unit remains for Dubuque. Face-off is won back by the Fighting Saints. Dennis towards the net, that time deflected up and over the cage. Capitals deep inside their own defensive zone. Moline pokes it along. Will have a chance to clear. Aiden Long able to get it past Cooper Dennis. 15 to go here on the power play for the Fighting Saints. Desiderio takes it all the way back inside the defensive zone to get it off of an edge and hold it down flat on the ice. Desiderio up ice. The Capitals trying to kill off yet another penalty, in which they do. For Madison, that's 18 straight penalties that they've killed off as the Capitals now behind the defense. Mason Moe chasing after it. Spoonar plays it beneath the goal line to the far side. Kostadinsky slammed up against the wall by Lee. Lee using the body here tonight. Would have been a great chance for Madison had they been able to settle that one down. It would have been a 2-on-0 with two of the top line players in Moe and Lee. Instead, it goes all the way back to the offensive zone for Dubuque as the Caps back on it. Lee into the offensive zone. Michaud hops up into the play. Lee stick handles a bit. Toe drag shot. Sits there for Moe with the shot. Sits there in the slot. Finn Brink scores! Madison leads 2-0. The top line able to strike on their third shot attempt on that trek down the ice. Finn Brink, 13th goal of the season, makes it 2-0. Caps his 28th goal in his USHL career. Sits out front in the dirty areas. He was falling to the surface, but he's able to send it home. Madison up 2. Playing against one of his former teammates here tonight, and Josh Giuliani. Both played at Maple Grove High School. He's the only one of those two to find the scoreboard. It's the top line again for Madison. Lee with a 2-point night already. Riker Lee, his 23rd assist of the season. Here's Rich Reynolds.
Was scored by number 27, Finn Brink. He was assisted by number 19, Mason Moe.
Far side, Barabanov has it. Riker Lee gets the secondary assist for the Capitals. Mason Moe with the first assist. Moe had 2 goals last night for the Capitals, so this top unit has been clicking since they've been put back together last weekend in Omaha. Barabanov on the far side, spins off a stick check from Mackey, shovels it over to the near side for Cowan. Cowan with a chance from a sharp angle shot gloved by Spoonar, who holds for a whistle. 1:07 to go in this first period. Madison in the lead, 2-0. The Capitals with an offensive zone draw upcoming. Giuliani and his unit out for Dubuque with a defensive zone draw. Needing something here. On a positive note for the Capitals, this season on the road when Dubuque takes a lead or is tied heading into intermission number 1, They've been able to come away with 13 wins and no losses. Hold them up, boys. Dubuque centerman kicked out of the circle. When they trail this season heading into intermission number 1, which unless they're able to score 2 in the next minute 07, they will. They're 4-10, 0-1 on the year. A shot scored! Ronan Buckberger right off the draw. Extends the Madison lead to 3. Buckberger's second of the season snaps a 15-game point drought. Makes its way through traffic somehow, some way. I don't think Eulenkamp or Long got a piece of it. And Ronan Buckberger makes it a trio of first period goals for the Capitals. Last night, the Capitals gave up 3 in this first period of play. This time, not the case. They flipped the script. Last night had to play behind the whole night, hoping not to do that at all this evening. Faceoff will come back to center ice here in a moment. They want to change out pucks. Not a goal milestone by any means for Buckberger. Puck just must be chipped up a bit, not to the liking of the linesman. So faceoff back at center ice. Madison in the lead, 3-0 in this one as we've hit the 20th minute of period number 1. Capitals turn things over just at their own defensive blue line as Rich Reynolds takes us away.
Scored by number 4, Ronan Buckberger. He was assisted by number 8, Sam Capel. And number 17, Aiden Long.
Buckberger with the goal from Capel and Long. Long had one heck of a January as a penalty upcoming on Aiden Long. The Dubuque bench feeding it to him. He's laughing as he heads to the penalty box on the far side. Dubuque will be heading back to the power play. I didn't quite see the signal given from Joseph Holmes. 2 minutes for a hold, the call on Aiden Long. So Dubuque's top power play unit back out onto the ice for the second time tonight. 28.4 to go here in this first period if they're unable to score in that first little bit of the power play. They will take a minute 32 into period number 2. Some confusion between the linesmen as to what side they wanted to take the draw. Russell Jordan getting an earful from head coach and general manager Andy Brandt on the Capitals bench, not liking the holding call on Aiden Long. As a faceoff on the far side, tied up but won back by the Saints. Far side, a shot from Engel, whistles wide. Near side, Van Vliet down to the corner now for Spicer, back to Van Vliet. Never gets there actually as the Capitals off to the races. Scherzer hustles after it to the far side. The Capitals will be able to kill some time. Engel with the nice foot race win, but Scherzer with the handles gets it back for Madison. Eulenkamp feeds it right to Spicer, though, who carries in. Drops back for Giuliani, far side. That'll do it for period number 1. Madison strikes 3 times in our opening frame. They take a 3-0 lead into intermission number 1. You're listening to Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suiter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today, because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game. It's Capitals hockey here on the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report. Play It Again Sports is your go-to store for all your sports gear needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade in your gently used equipment, they've got you covered. From hockey skates and sticks to fitness and training gear, you'll find top brands at unbeatable prices. Keep your gear fresh, your game strong, and your wallet happy. Stop by your local Play It Again Sports after the game and get everything you need to play your best. Madison up 3-0 through 20 minutes of play. It was Riker Lee getting the scoring started for the Capitals with his 19th of the season halfway through period number 1. He got away on a breakaway. Here's what it sounded like on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Up ahead it goes for Riker Lee. Not the player you want doing that if you're Dubuque. And he scores! Riker Lee gives Madison the 1-0 lead. Lee's 19th of the season. The lone assist going to Jack Kawasia on the goal. Had Madison ahead at the 11:40 mark of period number 1. It took about 8 minutes for the next one, but Finn Brink with goal number 13 of the year, the first line buzzing here tonight. Sits there for Mo with a shot, sits there in the slot. Finn Brink scores! Madison leads 2-0. For Finn Brink, that's goal number 13 of the season. Mo and Lee pick up the assists on the goal. And within the next minute of gameplay, Ronan Buckberger picks up his second of the year. They're 4-10, 0-1 on the year. A shot scored! Ronan Buckberger right off the draw! Ronan Buckberger, his second of the year from Aiden Long and Sam Capel. Oddly enough, Long with assist number 17 of the season. He wears number 17 for the Capitals. 30th point of the year for Long, the alternate captain for the Caps. Sam Capel
his 8th assist of the year, wears number 8 for the Capitals here this season. 0 for 2 on the power play are the Dubuque Fighting Saints, but they'll still have a minute 28 of that power play remaining entering the second period of play. Shots on goal favoring Madison 10-6 through that first period of play. The Capitals yet to be on the power play here this evening. We'll send it to break. When we come back, we'll hear about the next chapter from our friend Max Nagel, who used to play for the Capitals, of course, now at Colgate University. Hear about Max and so much more when we come back. It's Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
For 35 years, AmeriPrint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriPrintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. AmeriPrint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs. So tender, you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas. From tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game. Welcome back into the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report as we dive into a new segment called The Next Chapter. The next chapter is going to focus on Capitals alumni because the USHL is just a stepping stone for so many players in their hockey career. Tonight's next chapter focuses in on former Capitals forward Max Nagel. Nagel was selected by Madison with the 37th selection in the 2022 USHL draft, and his impact was felt as soon as he arrived. The forward out of St. Thomas Academy, located in Mendota Heights, Minnesota, played in all 62 games of a really tough season for the Caps. In his rookie season, Nagel registered 25 points. He was one of just 7 players to return to the Capitals the next season, and little did those 7 players know the season they were in for. Although Nagel wasn't able to compete in all 62 games like his first season, his impact was felt throughout the year. He ranked 4th on the team in points with 45, which included 20 goals, a mark that only 11 players have reached in Capitals history. Although Madison's record-breaking season points-wise came to an end in the first round of the playoffs, Max Nagel scored 5 times in a 3-game series with Youngstown, which was a tie for the most in the entire Clark Cup playoffs, with Max Swanson, whose team went on to win it all. Now, Max Nagel calls Hamilton, New York home, attending Colgate University. He's in his first season with the Raiders along with his former Caps teammate Jack Brandt. In 24 games with Colgate entering play this weekend, Nagel has 19 points in 24 games played. This puts him in 3rd on the team in that category. The forward still has plenty of time in front of him at the collegiate level and during his hockey career, but he's gotten off to the right start at the collegiate level. That was this week's edition of The Next Chapter. More on the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report coming up right after this.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me. Like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
It's the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report here in Middleton as the Capitals lead 3-0. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our friends at Texas Roadhouse. Taking no shortcuts, Texas Roadhouse takes great pride in every plate they serve every time. Legendary food, legendary service, Texas Roadhouse here on DC Eagles Birthday Bash presented by American Family Insurance. Our old friend Andy Armadillo is wandering the concourse here at Cap Ice. As let's take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard first, starting with the Muskegon Lumberjacks. They take down Tri-City, a 6 o'clock start out east. So it's a 5 o'clock start here local for the Capitals there. Able to come away with a 6-5 victory. Rabkin with the game-winning goal with under 3 to go in period number 3. Tri-City had tied it up with under 4 to go, but a quick goal right after it from Rabkin snags them another win on the score column for Muskegon, improved to 25-11, 3-4 on the season. Des Moines up 5-3 on Sioux City. They're at home are the Buccaneers over the Musketeers. 17:30 remains in the third there. Nearing the end of period number 2 in Sioux Falls, the Stampede up 3-0 on Fargo. Start of the third in Green Bay. The Steele up 1-0 on the Gamblers. 6-0 the score in Omaha. Lincoln leading the Lancers there in that one. 3-3 all knotted up at the start of the third in Waterloo. In the only 7 o'clock game here tonight, the Capitals and Fighting Saints. Lee, Brink, and Buckberger have the Capitals up 3 heading into period number 2. At the start of the second period, Dubuque will start on a power play, their second power play of the night. 0 for 2 at the moment, but still the majority of power play time there. 1:32 remains on the man advantage for the Fighting Saints. Shots on goal favoring Madison 10-6. As the Caps up 3 through 1 period of play this season, when the Capitals lead through 1 period of play, very successful. 12-2, 0-0 here at home, 9-1, 0-0. Actually, last night, just an example of how quick and early the Capitals have got out to hot starts here in Middleton this season. Last night, the first time the Capitals trailed entering the first intermission this season. The Capitals, after 1, leading tonight, though, 9-1, 0-0. 1 leading after 1 at home, 12-2, 0-0. Overall, 1 leading after 1 here this season. When Dubuque trails after 1 this season, 4-10, 0-1. On the road, 2-4, 0-1. Capitals hockey will be right back after this with period number 2, right here on the Capitals Broadcast Network, powered by Marian University.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Period one in the books here in Middleton as the Caps lead 3-0 heading into the second period, the period of the long change. Capitals want to remind you to build your perfect hockey schedule with the Capitals 10-ticket flex plan. Choose the games you want to see and enjoy the action your way. Visit tickets.madcapshockey.com to get started. Lee, Brink, and Buckberger have the Capitals in the driver's seat entering the second period. Madison trailed 3-0 entering the second last night. They were able to force overtime. Let's not let Dubuque do that tonight. Capitals could use some points against the top team in the Eastern Conference entering play tonight. The Caps 11 back of the Saints in that category. Aiden Long will start period number 2 in the penalty box as 20 minutes will be put on the scoreboard here in Middleton. A minute 32 on the long penalty to start things here in the second. Spicer in the top unit. Return to the ice for Dubuque. It's Cornforth, Engel, Giuliani, Spicer, and Van Vliet. Engel, of course, the back end. The lone defenseman on the ice. The Capitals feeling themselves so far this evening. Let's see if they can continue it through the second 40 minutes of tonight's contest. The Caps very successful in the first period, out shooting the Saints 10-6. Yet to go to a power play are the Capitals, and on the Dubuque power play, they forced them to start all the way back down. It was John Stout taking care of business. Spoonar the next to touch it. Spoonar, as I mentioned, 28 of 30 last night, gets to start back-to-back nights. Bierman, their other goaltender, very successful this season. Only one regulation loss here this year. Engel down into the corner, feeds it there for Spicer, who takes it beneath the goal line. Up against the far side wall, Stout bodies a player, puck pops free for Moline, and now some ice in front of Ian Scherzer, who probably throws our longest shot on net of the night on goal, and the puck comes back down towards the offensive zone for the Fighting Saints. The Capitals try to poke it off the stick of Van Vliet. They're unable to. 36 to go on the power play, and a shot blocked there by Buckberger. Van Vliet feeds it out front, no one home for Dubuque. The Capitals hop on top of it, and Buckberger takes it the rest of the way. Just past a minute into this second period of play, Dubuque with 20 seconds remaining on an Aiden Long minor penalty on their second power play of the night. Engel to the far side. Dennis now to the near for Ruohonen. Ruohonen down into the corner. Up against the wall he goes. He spins back towards the top of the zone. Tries to feed it to the point. He's unable to. A couple of Capitals got in his way there. Brooks and Capel as the Capitals able to kill off that penalty. They'll have to go back to the defensive zone. A shot goes wide to the net. Dennis on the far side plays up top for Morello. Morello down to the near side out front. A chance for Dubuque. Dennis sends it wide. The Capitals have now killed off 19 straight penalties that they've sent themselves shorthanded because of. 19 for 19 on their last 19. The Capitals near the middle of the pack at the time of this streak starting. Since then, they've improved over 80% for the first time this season. Heil up the far side wall. It takes an odd bounce off of a stanchion to Lee in the middle. Lee to the far side now for Long. Long looking for options, just backhands it softly into the zone. Looking to find Lee. Instead, he finds the stick of Teddy Merrill. Merrill drops back for a defenseman there in the form of Luke Brierly, who will start up ice for the Fighting Saints. Through neutral ice, he'll come, but he turns that one over, and the Capitals right back on it up that far side. Brink sends it down to the offensive zone. The Capitals hustle after it. 2.5 into this second period. It's the top line that's been a real nuisance to opponents here recently for the Capitals. A pair of goals last night for the top line. A pair of goals already tonight as the Capitals send this one down in deep. Lee will go for a change. It is picked up by Niedermeyer, who will start up ice to the far side to the near now for Desiderio. Desiderio into the offensive zone on the stick of Brierly. Down low it goes. Chasing after it is Desiderio into the corner, activating himself all the way up against the offensive zone wall. Up against the wall it goes from Kostadinsky, who sends a shot. I think Desiderio deflected that one, but he deflected it the wrong direction. Went wide of the goal, and now Madison back the other way. Brink loses possession for a moment, unable to clear out the Capitals. A chance for Dubuque in the offensive zone. Ruohonen's shot sticked away by Caleb Heil. Best chance of the period yet for Dubuque, still alive. The Capitals will just slowly take their time and flutter this one down towards the offensive end. Only 2 Capitals remain on the ice. The rest go for a change. Dubuque will send it down in deep. It'll ring around the wall over to the near side. The Caps try to clear. They're unable to. Ruohonen down in the corner. A chance out front from Giuliani. Blocked up in to the protective netting behind Caleb Heil. The Capitals bench not happy with the no call, as the Caps not liking it. Andy Brandt having a chat with one of our officials for a moment there. Face-off will be in the defensive zone to the right of Heil and goal. Cowan will take the draw against Ruohonen. Cowan, of course, acquired in a trade this summer by the Capitals. Gloved along the way is a shot at the point from Dryden Allen. Face-off will just flip to the other side of the ice surface to the left of Caleb Heil. Cowan has to be one of the best offseason acquisitions this Capitals squad was able to make. 33 points this season, 7 points in January, and scored twice against his former squad in Omaha, as it's Dubuque able to find the score column for the first time tonight off the draw. Dryden Allen gets this goal on the year. It's his second goal of the season. Back on October 29th, he scored. 2 goals down at that end of the ice have just been lost in the crowd, as Allen brings Dubuque within 2. His 3rd goal of the year. 3 assists in his last 7 games. Add a goal to that for the Niagara Falls native, committed to Michigan State, as the Capitals lead shrinks to 2. Similar to what happened last night. You get 1 goal. If you can find another, you're down 1 at intermission number 2. You're in a much more favorable position if you're the Saints, as Johnson puts some heavy forecheck on Desiderio. He forces an awkward play up the near side wall where Scherzer hustles after it for Madison. Desiderio sidesteps and gets his bell rung a little bit there before the Capitals right back on into the offensive zone. Ryder towards the middle for Scherzer. Scherzer directed into the corner. Along the way, now Johnson up top for Moline. Far side, Buckberger. Shot from the point. Blocked along the way by friendly fire of Max Ryder. And back the other way come the Fighting Saints. You hear the cowbells in the background. The Dubuque faithful travels well here to Middleton here this evening, as Austin Moline will be heading to the box for quite a long time. Hopefully he's just heading to the box. I have a feeling he might be getting more than just 2 minutes, though, as Van Vliet hits square in the back, and Dubuque heading to their 3rd power play of the night. 4 minutes and 33 seconds into this second period of play. The referees for tonight's contest are going to discuss things. They're going to give him 2 minutes for boarding, is what the call appears to be. So it'll be a 2-minute power play given to Dubuque, their 3rd of the night. The head coach, Evan Dixon of the Fighting Saints, wants a word with the officiating crew for a moment. Luke Malbuff will go out to have a discussion with our officiating crew, it appears. Not the case, though, as Dixon went over to talk with Malbuff just outside the opposite side of the bench. Maybe saying, hey, you need to go and discuss this with the officials. Either way, Dubuque will be heading back to the power play, their 3rd of the night. Top unit goes out onto the ice. Cornforth, Engel, Giuliani, Niedermeyer, and Spicer. For the Fighting Saints, Van Vliet appears to be all right. He actually replaces Niedermeyer, as Niedermeyer was out there for a brief second. Engel, far side it goes for Van Vliet, who drew that penalty call. This is what could turn the momentum of a game. You take penalties if you're the Capitals. Madison looked to almost have a shorthanded 2-on-1, though, as Julenkamp able to clear down the length of the ice, forces Spoonar to play over to his defenseman in Engel as the Saints start up ice. The Saints up the near side wall, drop back there all the way down. The Dubuque faithful here in the building making the trip Obviously, both teams' closest opponents here in the USHL. Van Vliet carries into the offensive zone, takes it down to the near side corner. Michaud sends him up against the wall. He'll play to the point for Angle. It's a bit far that time, though, as Scherzer will go and pester Angle deep inside the Dubuque defensive zone. 50 seconds into this power play for the Fighting Saints. They haven't been able to get anything going offensively as Scherzer rings it around the near side wall, just killing off more time of the Dubuque power play. Spicer drops back, and they'll start to rotate units 1 and 2 together. Here are the Fighting Saints. Down in the offensive zone, it's Cornforth sent up against the wall. Caps with a chance to clear, they're unable to. They'll deflect a pass from Cooper Dennis intended for Desiderio to the near side. Out towards neutral ice, and now into the offensive zone comes Spicer. Dennis around one player, chipped into the corner by Dex Brooks. Nice job, but Giuliani recovers for the Saints. Near side, a shot from Morello. Sent up into the glass. The Capitals clear down the length of the ice. 30 to go here on the Dubuque power play. The Capitals get a handful of changes. 13:50 to go in the second period. 3-1 the score. Capitals in the lead here in this one as Dubuque trying to rally back from down 3 at intermission number 1. Already finding the scoreboard once here in this second period. Passing it to the far side, intended for Dennis. Interrupted along the way. The Capitals start back at 2-on-1. They have Waterfield with him. It's Eulenkamp and Waterfield. Feeds it to Waterfield. Capitals kill it off. 20 straight penalties killed off by the Caps as Stout up the far side wall for Eulenkamp, trying to find Mason Moe, but Moe on a different page than Eulenkamp will go make a change. 20 straight penalties killed off by this Cap squad. 3 for 3 tonight as this one sent down in deep. Up the far side wall, Spoonar will send it. Mason Moe there to receive things from the opposition's goaltender. Moe takes it beneath the goal line. Feeds up to the point, Coasia. Far side now Michaud. Michaud's shot somehow hits Spoonar and finds its way into the corner. Dubuque clears up that far side wall. Just past the 7-minute mark of period number 2. Madison leads by 2 as Brink starts up ice to the near side to Riker Lee. Lee up ahead trying to find Coasia, gloved down by a defenseman of Dubuque up the near side wall. They clear, and the Capitals trying to avoid a too-many call. It's Dubuque into the offensive zone. Aaron sent down to the ice surface. The Capitals interrupt and have numbers now. Far side, it's Mason Moe. Has Michaud and Lee with him. Lee now in the high slot. Shot that time, and a nice save there by Spoonar. Dubuque back the other way. It'll be icing if it gets there. And the player that was chasing after it for the Fighting Saints, Melvin Ekman, loses a wheel. So an offensive zone draw upcoming. 7:49 into this second period of play. 3-1 the score for the Capitals. 3 first period goals by the Caps. 1 unanswered by the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Dryden Allen, the goal scorer for the Fighting Saints. The Niagara Falls, Ontario native. Spent last season in the OJHL. Bring Dubuque back within 2 as Dubuque is kicked out of the circle. So hold them up, boys. Aaron will go in to take the draw. Aaron, the typical center for this unit. They're kicked out again. Are they not? As it's Merrill going to take the draw. The Caps win the draw back. A shot goes wide to the goal. Cowan up against the wall. Takes things to the far side now for Barabanov, having to pinch down his Buckberger on that far side. Cowan on possession. Cowan up to Buckberger. Scored his second career goal earlier this period. And the Capitals unable to get anything from it. He got it on goal. He's been able to get 2 shots on goal here tonight from the blue line. One of them went into the goal. The other went into the logo on the chest of Spoonar. Buckberger holds the line on the far side. Shot from that far bottom circle. A penalty upcoming on Dubuque. Kostadinsky. Interference going to be the call. I would take a wild guess against Barabanov out front. He's arguing his point. Doesn't matter. The Capitals will be heading to their first power play of the night. Power play is brought to you by Texas Roadhouse. Capitals 1 for 3 last night on the power play. 26.3% of the season. At home, the Capitals power play, the best in the USHL at 31.7%. That's going to get called just about every time. Kostadinsky thought Barabanov was going to get a piece of it. Did not get a piece of it. Capitals to the man advantage. They're saying a media timeout due for. Sure enough, that's the case. It's Capitals hockey power play when we return on the Capitals Broadcast Network, powered by Marian University.
Dear winners, Toyota can't get enough of you because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
Catch the excitement of Capitals hockey this season. Single game tickets are available now. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action. Head over to tickets.madcapshockey today to grab your seats. Capitals about to head to their first power play of the night, 26.3%. Good enough for third in the USHL this season, 31.7% here at home. The top home power play here in the USHL. 1 for 3 last night on the man advantage are the Capitals. Dubuque on the kill this season, 7th in the USHL at 79.2%, 75% on the road here this season. Only 3 shorties for Dubuque. The Capitals have allowed the most in the league. Capitals would love to be the one to score here on their man advantage as the top unit heads out onto the ice. Cowan, Moe, Koasia, Jamieson, and Lee for the Caps. A face-off on the far side to the right of Spoonar in goal. The face-off won back by Dubuque. They shovel that one up the far side wall, and the Capitals have to hustle back all the way into their defensive zone as Caleb Heil steps out of his cage, and Capitals start up that far side wall on the stick of Mason Moe. He'll leave for Jamieson. 15 seconds into the power play, the Capitals drop back to the far side for Moe. Moe skates through neutral ice. Had a pair of goals last night for the Capitals, including the lone power play goal for Madison. Dubuque ties him up against the wall. The Caps try to come away with possession. They're able to up to the point. Now for Jamieson. Near side, Cowan on possession. Up top it goes Jamieson. Thought about far side, Koasia instead. Now to Lee on the near. Jamieson, Koasia on the far side. It was up on an edge, so he didn't want to fire it. Jamieson now to Lee on the top of the near side, far side. Looking, Koasia hit out of midair by Dubuque, and they're off to the races back the other way. 2 players for the Fighting Saints. Ruohonen, one of them. He stick handles himself into the corner. It'll kill more time off for the Fighting Saints as we're halfway through this power play opportunity for the Capitals. Lee skates into the offensive zone, takes it to the far side, and he'll slow things down as units 1 and 2 start to merge between one another. Only one player went for a change. It was Jamieson for Michaud. Koasia sent up against the wall on the far side. Coming away with possession are the Fighting Saints. They wrestle Bobby Cowan down to the surface. As Cowan slow to get up to his feet, shoved back down to the surface by the Saints, but he's able to hop up eventually. The Caps get up possession up to the line for Michaud. Near side, Riker Lee. Lee, toe drag shot. That time goes well over the cage. Missed by about 2 nets worth up top. Michaud holds the line near side. Trying to find Lee was Koasia as he'll go for a change now. Barron into the offensive zone for the Fighting Saints. Lee back as well. Far side looking for Merrill off the bench. Where the Fighting Saints is the Capitals probably lucky to not go to the penalty box for a slashing call. The Caps top unit out there for almost all of this power play. Johnson through traffic with one towards the goal. Spoonar holds on for a whistle just after the power play time had expired for Dubuque. Madison 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Face-off upcoming in the offensive zone for Madison. It'll be to the near side left of Spoonar in goal. Caps have their second unit out. Eulenkamp, Capel, and Long. Moline and Stout join them on the back end. The top unit takes up almost all the time on the power play. Unable to get anything towards the goal. A nice chance right at the end by Diego Johnson going the length of the surface as the Capitals now down into the offensive zone. Chasing after it is Aiden Long. Down into the corner now. It rides along the apron to the far side where the Capitals try to hold things in on that far side wall. John Stout able to at first, but Dubuque's second effort gets past him. Van Vliet was behind the defense with no one home for Madison. As Heil plays over to the near side, the Caps clear up the near side wall. Allen will hustle after it. No icing as it catches up on an edge, and it won't go all the way down. Allen, the lone goal scorer tonight for the Fighting Saints. Here in this one, his third of the season, 10th USHL point. Brings Dubuque within 2 here in the second period as Madison led 3-0 through our first period of play. up the far side wall. The Capitals trying to clear. They're able to get it up to Lee now, who skates through neutral ice. Ty out there with him. Lee tied up, takes it into the corner now, looking for Capel. Dubuque clears to neutral, 8.5 to go in the second. Madison with the 3-1 advantage, but it's the most recent goal coming from the Fighting Saints is the Capitals with some players fresh off the bench. Ty ahead for Scherzer. Scherzer, toe drag, shot into the gut of Spoonar, who snatches that one up and holds for a whistle. 8:19 to go in this second period. 3-1 the score. Caps in the lead here. Nice crowd tonight in Middleton. Face-off on the far side to the right of Spoonar in goal. An alternate logo on the chest of the Fighting Saints, celebrating their 15th season in the USHL. Some alternate jerseys here this season compared to their traditional Dubuque crest that occupies the chest of most of their jerseys. Typically not the case here this season, as Dubuque at neutral ice grabs possession back. Giuliani through neutral ice, up the far side wall, comes into the offensive zone. Ty shoves him up against the wall, but it's not enough at first. The Capitals do regain possession on the stick of Diego Johnson. Up ahead, looking for Scherzer, who's hit hard into the wall. Skates through it, though, as his player Kostadinsky falls down as well. Johnson to the middle. Scherzer from a sharp angle. A nice save by Spoonar. Picked up in the corner, trying to feed it to Johnson out front. He's unable to find him. The puck skedaddles out to neutral ice. On possession there, Buckberger and the Capitals clear it down into the offensive zone. A quick 2-on-1. Barabanov near side looking for Wanderfield. Couldn't find him. Up against the near side wall, Johnson grabs possession for the Caps. Far side it goes for Barabanov. Johnson hustles off for a change as the Capitals maintain zone time. Jamieson down into the corner. Takes it around, broiled over to the near side point before shoveling it down along the kick plate to the far side for Barabanov. The former Sioux Falls Stampede player shot from Cowan. Ramps up off the stick of a Dubuque Fighting Saint. Jamieson spins off of a stick check, plays back down into the corner for Barabanov. Some tired legs for the Fighting Saints out there as Barabanov in the high slot, stick handles his way into the corner, but also stick handles his way down to the ice surface. Dubuque clears out to neutral. It will be a high stick on Madison, I believe. Rather, it's going to be on the Fighting Saints. So the Capitals are the next to touch it to negate that call, as a change for Dubuque allows Madison into the offensive zone. Turned over, and Ekman back the other way for the Fighting Saints. Into the offensive zone, onside, they say. I didn't think that was the case, but either way, I'm not the linesman here this evening. Shoveled down in deep, offside on the Saints. Under 6.5 to go in the second. 3-1 our score. Madison in the driver's seat, thanks to first period goals from Riker Lee, Finn Brink, and Ronan Buckberger. Top line's been buzzing as of late. At least 2 goals in each of the last 4 games now for Madison. Pace shot just outside the defensive end for the Capitals, opposite the Dubuque Fighting Saints bench here in the second period of play. Hold them up, boys. Madison's going to be kicked out of the circle. Finn Brink on the far side. He's trying to jump the draw and lift the stick of Cooper Dennis. Dubuque wins the draw back over to the near side. Desiderio carries into the offensive zone. A shot rips wide. On the far side, Dennis tries to send one towards the goal. It bounces actively off the end wall. Heil hovers on top of it for a whistle. 6:16 to go here in period number 2. 3-1 the score in favor of the Caps here this evening. Dubuque, the top team in the Eastern Conference this season. He's been successful collecting points and winning close games all season long. They're sending Cooper Dennis off to the bench due to no net guard. Just a warning, it appears, but Dennis had to go down the tunnel to put a net guard on. Obviously, that an emphasis here recently. James Mackey on the bench didn't have a net guard on. He'll throw one on now. As the face-off won back by Dubuque. A shot from the point goes well over the net, over to the near side. Desiderio will settle things down on the near side. The Capitals try to clear out the neutral ice. Moline on the near side will spin off of a stick check over to Michaud. Michaud shovels it up that far side wall. Stick lifted by Brink. Now to the middle for Lee. Lee has it and stick handles into the offensive zone. Now to the far side to Mo. Mo sidesteps a player out front for Brink. Brink has it in his feet. Lee there as well. A shot goes well over the cage. Held on the far side by Michaud. His pass to the middle, deflected up and out of play for a whistle. 5:44 to go in the second. 3-1 the score with an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Capitals. The net guard, obviously a USA Hockey rule more than a USHL rule even. Cooper Dennis returns to the bench with one now. A rule that obviously is there to help the players. So I don't quite understand that not having a net guard on. As a faceoff will be on the far side to the right of Spoonar in goal. Long, the centerman, to go up against Merrill in the circle. Faceoff won back by Merrill, and up the near side wall come Dubuque. Van Vliet to the middle, into the offensive zone. Cornforth, far side shot, fanned on by Merrill. Dubuque keeps possession though. Allen, a shot from the point, goes off the end wall to Mackey, who takes it down into the corner, shovels things along to the near side. Heil pokes it into the corner, and Mackey at the point plays to the far side now for Allen. Allen with the lone Dubuque goal tonight, plays down into the corner for Brooks. Now picked up there by the player in Long. Eulenkamp tries to get around the player and the defenseman of Allen. The Capitals put some heavy forecheck on as Eulenkamp goes for a change up that far side now through neutral ice. Comes the player in Cornforth. Mackey able to hold the line and take it into the offensive zone. Near side, a chance for Van Vliet. Goes wide. Nice job to block that one by Dex Brooks. And the Capitals play out to neutral on the stick of Diego Johnson, a bit too far in front of him. His countryman Dryden Allen, both Canadians, down deep inside the Dubuque defensive zone. Up the middle of the ice it goes. Takes it to the far side. Cornforth plays down in deep. Chasing after it are the Capitals. Deep inside their own defensive zone, they start up ice. Through neutral now. Ryder to the middle. On the stick of Scherzer. Shot up into the glove of Spoonar, who holds on for a whistle. 4:27 to go in the second period of play. 3-1 the score. As a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Fighting Saints. John Spoonar has kept his team in this one. Done a great job tonight. Added to the roster the week prior to the start of the season. Madison was leading in shots at the end of period number one, 10-6. I'd love to see the total at the end of the second tonight. As a faceoff won back by Dubuque right onto their own goal. Not going to count as a shot on net, but will result in another offensive zone draw for Madison. 4:24 remains in the second period. 3-1 the score as a faceoff in the offensive end upcoming. Scherzer and Ruohonen. The face-off in the circle. Ruohonen, the Philadelphia Flyers draft prospect. Face-off tied up. There for it is Johnson. He'll backhand that one towards the goal. It goes well wide. Picked up in the corner by Edison Engel and played out towards neutral ice by the Saints. With Jamison there for the Capitals to take over. He sends it right to Josh Giuliani, though, as the Capitals have to track back into their defensive zone once they send it in. Kostadinsky took the lone penalty of the night for Dubuque. Turns it over to Johnson. Johnson on the near side plays along for Scherzer. Scherzer top to the point on that far side, a bit too far in front of Ronan Buckberger out at neutral ice. The Capitals have to send that one down in deep once again. Ryder and Giuliani getting after it on that far side for a couple of moments before Giuliani can start up ice for Dubuque. Giuliani, near side it goes, poked up in the air by Buckberger, sits out front for Giuliani for a moment before Buckberger once again has it in the corner, trying to just backhand that one up against the wall. It goes out to neutral ice. Dubuque hops right back on top of it. It's Desiderio on the near side up ahead as Giuliani will carry into the offensive zone. Giuliani, far side, taken over by the Capitals. Back behind the defense was Barabanov. They find him eventually. Barabanov back for Cowan. Cowan stick handles a bit. Feeds it that time to Barabanov, but a little too late in the corner. Barabanov takes over before it's picked up along the way by the defenseman in Niedermeyer. Up ahead, Aaron into the offensive zone. Dennis on the far side. Rung around the kick plate to the far side. Picked up beneath the goal line there by Aaron. The Capitals on the near side trying to get things moving. And Waterfield's got some speed going with him. Waterfield down in the corner takes it beneath the goal line. A couple of Caps go for a change as he spins off of a stick check on the far side. Waterfield there for it, looking for Lee. Lifts the stick that time of the defenseman. The Capitals hold the line. Moe on the near side takes it to the far. Stout will go play down into the corner. Lee there for Madison on possession. Lee out front. Chance for Mason Moe. It gets caught up in his feet. Still alive in the slot, though. as Mo and Lee kind of ran into each other there before Dubuque just flings that one out towards neutral ice. Stout up that far side wall, has his stick lifted, and the Capitals still able to get things moving towards the offensive zone. Mo, near side looking for Lee, deflected up against the corner by Dubuque. The Capitals trying to get something here late in the second period to take a 3-goal lead into the second intermission. Madison led 3-0 after the first. Dubuque with the lone goal here in the second as the Caps start up ice. Mo drops back for Stout, back to Lee on that far side wall. Long, just off the bench, plays up ahead looking for Mason Mo. Instead it finds the stick of Allen. Allen up ahead, directed away from him by Moline. Angled up ahead for Eulenkamp, who has some speed with him into the offensive zone. Splits the defense. Spoonar kicks it into the corner. Mackey shoves him up against the wall. Eulenkamp up top for Jamison. Near side now for Brooks. Brooks towards the goal. I think that got blocked right away because it went out to neutral ice. I thought that was going towards the net for sure. Instead, it ended up at the blue line of the Capitals, and it's Dubuque back on it. Just north of a minute to go here in period number 2. Madison with the 3-1 lead. Dropped back for a moment. An odd change for Dubuque as they enter the zone. Van Vliet from a sharp angle, far side, turned over, and the Capitals back the other way on the stick of Eulenkamp. He'll achieve the red line, try to bury it deep. Instead, it rolls off the end of his stick to Mackey, who will backhand it up ahead, looking for his defensive partner there in Malbuff. Turned over on the far side by the Saints. Long sends that one up into the protective netting. A change will be allowed. 40.1 second remain here in period number 2. 3-1 our score. The Capitals will head to intermission number 2. Hopefully still maintaining the 2-goal lead. Gavin Locke and Ian Scherzer having an exchange at neutral ice before being directed their separate ways. Scherzer to the faceoff, not Locke to the player bench of Dubuque. Faceoff won back by the Capitals as Michaud will dump that one into the near side corner. It finds its way. Johnson leaves there for Ty. Down now for Johnson on the far side. Spins off the stick check of Malbuff. Johnson up top now Michaud. Michaud has it roll off the end of his stick, and now it's Dubuque off to the races. Near side Van Vliet. Van Vliet drops there on possession. Cornforth shovels one backdoor. No one able to grab it for the Fighting Saints. They're still on it here late in the period. Merrill near side for Angle, a bit too far behind him. Shot attempt blocked along the way. 5 seconds to go in the period. Malbuff, his chance deflected into the corner. Merrill has another chance, and that'll do it for period number 2. Dubuque gets the lone goal of the period. Caleb Heil getting into it with a player beneath the goal line. Merrill had a couple of hacks at him nearing the end of the period. Madison takes a 3-1 lead into intermission. The lone goal of the period scored by Dubuque. Doesn't matter, though, as the Capitals with the lead here heading into intermission number 2. We'll have your Play It Again Sports Intermission report after this. It's Capitals Hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today, because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeriprinTapparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
It's the Play It Again Sports intermission report. Madison leads 3-1 at intermission number 2. Play It Again Sports, your go-to store for all your sports gear needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade in your gently used equipment, they've got you covered. From skates and sticks to fitness and training gear, you'll find top brands at unbeatable prices. Keep your gear fresh, your game strong, and your wallet happy. Play It Again Sports, proud sponsor of our intermission report. Let's go through a quick scoring summary here in this one. Riker Lee got us started and just past the 11-minute mark of period number 1 with his 19th of the season. Up ahead it goes for Riker Lee. Not the player you want doing that if you're Dubuque, and he scores! Riker Lee gives Madison the 1-0 lead. Riker Lee put Madison on top 1-0 at the 11:40 mark of the first period. Finn Brink, his line mate, picks up his 13th of the season at the 18:40 mark of period number 1 to extend the Caps' lead to 2. Sits there for Mo with a shot, sits there in the slot. Finn Brink scores! Madison leads 2-0. Finn Brink, goal number 13 of the season, assisted by Mo and Lee, had Madison ahead 2-0. That 2-0 lead would only last for 44 seconds of game time as Ronan Buckberger picks up his second of the season later on in the period. They're 4-10, 0-1 on the year. A shot scored! Ronan Buckberger right off the draw! Ronan Buckberger right off the draw. Long and Capel with the assist on the goal. Extended the lead to 3-0 at intermission number 1. Dryden Allen at the 3:47 mark of period number 2 for Dubuque scored the lone goal, the second to bring Dubuque back within 2 heading into intermission number 2 here in Middleton. Shots on goal through 2 periods of play, 19-12 favoring the Capitals. 0 for 1 on the power play are Madison, 0 for 3 are Dubuque. As that does it for our scoring summary, our game summary, all of the above. It's Capitals hockey here on the Capitals intermission report presented by Play It Again Sports. We'll head to a break. When we come back, you'll hear about what the Capitals are doing off the ice with the Bob Suter Memorial Foundation. It's Capitals hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs. So tender, you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas. From tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suiter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today because there's nothing like live hockey.
For 35 years, Ameriprint Apparel in Sun Prairie has been the one-stop shop for all your custom printing needs. Getting started is easy. Visit AmeripprintApparel.com to browse through all our offerings and let us know how you need it customized. You can also give us a call or stop in. And if you need an individually customized online store, we offer them at no charge to you. Then our team will get to work and make your custom products a reality. Ameriprint Apparel, your logos, done right, done local.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game. Welcome back into the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report as we dive into a new segment called Beyond the Ice. Beyond the Ice is going to focus on the Capitals' efforts to dig their roots deep in the community, and what cause better to start off with than the Bob Suiter Memorial Foundation. Bob Suiter was a member of the 1980 U.S. Olympic team that took home gold, and when his playing career was over, he decided to give back to the Madison area. Coaching hockey, becoming part of the ownership group at Capitol Ice Arena, now known as Bob Suiter's Legacy 20 Arena, and helping run the Capitals' USHL and AAA programs. Bob's life came to an end in 2014 due to a heart attack, and in his honor, the Bob Suiter Memorial Foundation was born. As Bob always said, it's all about the kids, and through the foundation, this legacy pushes on today. The foundation gives back hundreds of hockey gear starter sets to communities around the Madison area yearly. To raise funds for this great cause, the foundation puts on an annual Bob Suiter Memorial Classic each summer. The event brings out talent such as Chris Chelios, Tony Granato, Jake Ottinger, Joe Pavelski, and of course, Bob's son, Ryan. The other big fundraiser for the foundation comes when the Capitals host the annual Be the Miracle Night in February. This year's event will be on February 22nd and will be a celebration of the 45th anniversary of Miracle on Ice. That night, money from the jersey auction along with fundraisers throughout the night go back to the Bob Suiter Memorial Foundation. As Bob always said, it's all about the kids, so get your tickets to the annual Be the Miracle game on February 22nd to help raise money for Madison area youth hockey. That does it for this week's edition of Beyond the Ice. We'll be back with more here on the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report right after this.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Reasons to love Texas Roadhouse. Your journey begins with irresistible appetizers. Indulge in our fall of the bone ribs, so tender you won't need a knife. Savor every sip of our legendary margaritas, from tangy classics to fruity fusions. Every bite and every sip caters to your every craving. Texas Roadhouse, a legendary experience like no other.
Looking for heart-pounding action and family-friendly fun? Look no further than the Madison Capitals. From bone-crushing hits to highlight reel goals, the Capitals bring the excitement of the USHL right here to Madison. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a night out, there's something for everyone. Get up close with the future stars of the NHL and experience the atmosphere at Bob Suiter's Legacy 20 Arena. Bring your friends, bring your family, and make some unforgettable memories. Get your tickets at tickets.madcapshockey.com today, because there's nothing like live hockey.
Back here on the Play It Again Sports Intermission Report. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard thanks to our friends at Texas Roadhouse. Muskegon with a 6-5 win over Tri-City, scoring in the last 3 minutes of that one to clinch things there in Muskegon tonight. Sioux City falls to Des Moines in Des Moines, 6-4 in that one. 3-0, Sioux Falls in front of 11,000 fans due to their Wiener Dog race night. 3-0, they lead over Fargo. 4 minutes into the third period of play there. 1-1 our score with 5 to go in the third between Chicago and Green Bay. Green Bay tying it up. Lucas Peterson with the goal to tie things up. Of course, Green Bay 2 points back of the Capitals in the standings. 7-2 final in Omaha. Lincoln taking down the Stars. Lincoln taking down Omaha. That'd be crazy if Lincoln took down the Stars. Lincoln takes down Omaha 7-2 in that one. 3 power play goals in that one for the Stars. 5-3, Waterloo leads Youngstown with 52 seconds to go in the third period of play there. That'd be huge for the Capitals. They'd be one back. If they're able to capture points tonight, Youngstown potentially falling in Waterloo. Under a minute to go in the third there. We'll keep you updated throughout the night. When we come back, we'll have Capitals and Dubuque's third period of play. 3-1, Madison up on the Fighting Saints through 2 periods of play. It's Capitals hockey on the Capitals Broadcast Network.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And he scores! Looking to catch all the Capitals action this season? Whether you're bringing your friends, family, or coworkers, our group tickets make for an unforgettable night of hockey. Want the VIP experience? Check out our private suites for the ultimate comfort and a great view of the game. Don't miss a second of the season. Grab a season ticket for the best seats and perks. Or, if flexibility is your game, our 10-ticket flex plan lets you choose when you want to be there. Call the Capitals ticket office today at 608-257-2277 and let's get you in the game.
Monk's Bar and Grill doesn't monkey around with great taste. Our menu will have you swinging from amazing appetizers to mouth-watering meals. One bite of our legendary Monk's Burger will make you go bananas. Okay, I'll stop with all the monkey puns. Besides, my food just arrived, and I can't eat and narrate at the same time. Climb on up to Monk's Bar and Grill today. Okay, I promise that's the last monkey pun.
Hey Caps fans, want to stay connected with your Madison Capitals all season long? Follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes access, live game updates, exclusive player content, and so much more. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, so whether you want to see jaw-dropping highlights, get the latest team news, or even score special deals, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment of the action. Follow the Capitals at Mad Caps Hockey today. That's at Mad Caps Hockey, your front row seat for everything Capitals.
Dear winter, Toyota can't get enough of you. Because Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And that's more than any other auto brand. From the versatile RAV4 to the Svelte Crown, the sleek Camry all-wheel drive, the Corolla Hybrid all-wheel drive, the rugged Tacoma, the tenacious Tundra, and the spacious Grand Highlander with all-wheel drive to keep you and yours safe. Hey, you bring the action, we'll bring the traction. Always Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Based on manufacturer's websites as of 10/20/24.
It's Capitals Hockey live here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Madison carries a 3-1 lead into period number 3 here in Middleton tonight. Shots on goal favoring Madison 19-12 through 2 periods of play. The top line here and here to stay for the Capitals. 2 goals for the 4th straight game for the combination of Lee, Moe, and Brink. As the Caps will have the short change here in the 3rd period. The same for the Dubuque Fighting Saints, making the trek to Middleton for the first time this season. Madison, when leading through 2 periods of play this season, 10-3-2-1. When leading through 2 periods of play, it's 15-1-0-1. Sorry about that. When leading through 2 at home this season, 9-1-0-1 for Dubuque. When they trail through 2 periods of play, 2-9-0-1 overall. On the road, 1-4-0-1. So about half of their games trail at home, half of them trail on the road. Capitals would love to make it their 5th loss in regulation. Would love to not let Dubuque pick up any points here this evening as the faceoff at center ice, won back by Dubuque as they start into the offensive zone. On the far side corner, Spicer on possession. A good chunk of Dubuque fans here in the building tonight. Of course, one of the closer opponents for the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Us and Cedar Rapids have to be the 2 closest. As the Saints regrouping at neutral ice, entering the offensive zone. On the top near side is Giuliani looking to send it to the far side. Never gets there as the Capitals now with numbers back the other way. A nice job by Desiderio to recover. He was beaten to the outside by Aiden Long, but the North Caldwell, New Jersey native able to slow down the alternate captain for the Capitals. Out front in the slot, Giuliani backhands one towards the net. Doesn't get there, and the Capitals out to the races. Eulenkamp feeds ahead for Brink. Brink in all alone, and a nice job by Desiderio to recover for the Saints. Brink up against the wall, plays into the corner for Moe. Top line out there for the Capitals, joined by Coasia and Michel on the blue line. Lee at the point tries to hold in. Unable to hold in, but he keeps possession for Madison. Lee on the far side, tosses to the middle for Moe. Goes into the net, does the puck. Moe was tripped up and went into the netminder. Rather, that was Brink down onto the ice. They blow the play dead. Definitely interesting on that one, what will come from it. They're talking to the Capitals video coordinator, Chase Parlier, behind me, wanting to chat with the equipment manager, who wears the walkie-talkie on the bench for the Caps. Nothing comes from it. It's going to be a tough call regardless. Faceoff will be on the near side to the right of Spoonar, and goal. His quick shot from Brink. Karams wide of the goal. Quasia doesn't go to hold, and he backs up. Probably the right decision as Van Vliet comes in with a whole bunch of speed. Van Vliet and Spicer out there on the ice for the Fighting Saints. The shot comes from the point, well over the cage from Kostadinsky. He took the lone Dubuque penalty here in this one. Held in at the line by the Saints. Cornforth down into the corner, trying to send things down in deep. Up top it goes for Angle. Angle with a shot from the point. Sits there for a moment, still alive. The Capitals try to clear. Kostadinsky sees it out front with a chance. Losing his balance along the way. It looks like he might have got a stick up high. There's a player in Merrill. Dubuque still in the offensive zone. The Capitals on it now. Up the near side, Van Vliet battling with Finn Brink. They fall to the surface awkwardly. And now through neutral ice, Madison on the attack. Into the offensive zone, up ahead for Waterfield. Waterfield shot, score! No, they wave it off. I thought that one was in. Doesn't appear to be the case. It hit the bar and Dubuque back the other way. Dubuque deep inside the offensive zone. Sends that one to a Capitals player. As Madison here on this one, deep inside. I thought Waterfield just extended the lead back to 3. He had a wide open cage. Instead it went up high as Dubuque in the offensive end on the stick of Cooper Dennis. Dennis down in deep. Looking for options here. Takes it into the corner. Is this one down into the offensive zone? Cowan has Waterfield with him. Cowan with a shot. Backdoor feed. Waterfield scores regardless. Capitals lead 4-1. 17-16 to go in the third period. Madison regains the 3-goal lead. I just saw the overhead camera on the Waterfield first attempt at goal. Wasn't a good goal. Waterfield's second attempt, that one's good. Drew Waterfield, 6 of the season, makes it 4-1 Caps. 17-16 to go in this third period. 4-1 the score. Back at center ice comes this one. Didn't actually hit off the crossbar, did that first attempt at goal for Waterfield. Doesn't matter though, puck don't lie. He's able to score on that one. And Madison back in the driver's seat by 3 as Scherzer will carry into the offensive zone. Scherzer in the high slot, directing one towards the net. Goes wide of the goal. And down in the corner, the Capitals try to battle for it, but quickly coming away with it is Gavin Locke down the length of the ice. It'll be icing if it gets there. Sure enough, it does. 16:56 to go in the third. 4-1 the score. Face-off upcoming inside the offensive end for the Caps. It'll be to the right of Spoonar. 4th unit out there for the Caps. Ty, Scherzer, and Johnson left to right across the ice. Buckberger and Moline join him on the back end. Face-off tied up there. A linesman falls to the surface. The fans here have a little bit of a chuckle. Everyone appears to be all right. That's always the big part about laughing about those sort of things. Is ahead for Scherzer. Scherzer's shot gloved by Spoonar, who holds on for a whistle. Quick little shove in the corner by Kostadinsky on Scherzer. Another one comes his way as well. 16:42 remains in the third. 4-1 the score is a face-off upcoming in the offensive zone for the Capitals. Scherzer having some words with Gavin Locke. Gavin Locke wanting Scherzer to go. I hate to tell you, I don't think you're going to go up 3 in the third period as a face-off in the offensive zone upcoming. Gavin Locke with 4 points on the season in 22 games. Did score last night for the Fighting Saints as they enter the offensive zone on the far side. Rung off the end wall over to Giuliani on the near side. His shot goes right into the crest on the chest of Caleb Heil, who holds on for a whistle. 16:31 to go in the third. Face-off upcoming in the defensive zone for Madison. 4-1 the score. Face-off on the near side to the left of Heil in goal. Sam Capel in the circle against Rua Honan. One forward by the Saints. Giuliani with a quick shot. Angle with one as well. The rebound alive in the slot. And the Saints unable to get anything on goal on the rebound. As on the far side, they try to send one towards the net. Instead, it comes all the way back. The Capitals flutter things up, and it hits the scoreboard at center ice. It'll come back just outside the defensive end for Madison. 16:15 to go in the third. Our score 4-1. Favoring the Capitals here in this one. Waterfield with our most recent goal. Scoring for Madison. Early on in this third period, Waterfield's 6th of the year from Cowan. That's how it was called here in the arena. Moe and Merrill, the two in the circle, as hold them up, boys. Mason Moe kicked down to the face-off dot. They're going to hold up, head over as they're waiting for our in-arena scoreboard operator to throw it up on the clock. Quickly attended to. Just outside the Capitals bench. This one back by the Caps. Jamison to the near side. Michaud over to the near side for Mason Moe into the offensive zone. Up ahead for Brink. He deflected it towards the goal. Spoonar got a piece of it. Capitals battling still in the offensive zone. Lee hustles to it on the near side. Picked up there in the slot by Moe. Moe with a shot. Deflected wide by the stick of Van Vliet. Up the far side, Van Vliet on possession for a moment for Dubuque. He'll chip things out towards neutral ice. It's Cornforth and Michaud going into the offensive end. On the near side, Cornforth loses it for a moment, and the Capitals right back on it on Moe. Moe shovels it down into the offensive zone. The Capitals will go get a wholesale change. 15 and a half to go in the third. Up 4-1 here in this one. Deep inside the defensive zone for Dubuque. Up against the wall is the captain, Malbeuf. Malbeuf up ahead for Cornforth into the zone. Van Vliet sends it down in deep. Buckberger up against the wall. Therefore, Cornforth beneath the goal line. Plays it out front for Allen. His shot rips wide. Cornforth hops on the miss on the far side wall. Cornforth up against the wall there for the Saints. Rings it around the kick plate. Madison hops on it. Buckberger, but battled back by Barron. Cornforth has it poked away by Buckberger. He's able to recover possession for Madison and start back the other way. Waterfield with 2 chances his last time out on the ice in the offensive zone again is the Illinois native trying to grab possession, but he's shoved up against the wall. And on the near side, Dubuque able to take things out towards neutral ice. Dennis turns things over to Charlie Aaron. Aaron gloves things down, and the Capitals turn things over back the other way. Cowan towards the offensive zone. Barabanov deflects things in. Deflected to a Saints player, though, all the way down to the goal. They say no icing, so Caleb Heil will go to play behind his own defensive net. 14:20 to go, period number 3. Madison in the driver's seat here in this one as Dex Brooks hops up into the play offensively. He'll take things down into the corner and shovel it down over to the near side where Max Ryder can hop on it. Ryder out of the lineup last night for Madison. Makes his return. Landon McDonald out of the lineup tonight as Ryder replaces McDonald as the extra forward tonight for the Capitals. Scherzer takes a stab at that one up the far side. Desiderio plays it right out of play. No change will be allowed for Dubuque. An offensive zone draw will come for Madison. Cole Spicer required to stay on the ice for the Fighting Saints. Spicer out there with his unit of Ruohonen and Giuliani. Tired legs for the Saints. 4:04 into this third period. 6:04, pardon. 4-1 our score. Cats in the driver's seat as the faceoff won back by Dubuque. Played off the end wall by Niedermeyer over to the near side. Picked up by the Saints, and they take things out towards neutral. Ruohonen carries through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Moline bodies him up against the wall. Near side trying to find Spicer. Instead, it's Desiderio on the near side picking up possession. Down in the corner, Ruohonen has his stick lifted. The Capitals start up ice. Scherzer skates through neutral and carries into the offensive zone, but it's poked off of his stick right at the blue line, and that's where Dubuque takes over on possession. Desiderio up ahead for Giuliani. Has it poked off of his stick as Ryder will drop back for John Stout. It's about 7 minutes into this period. They're trying to find Eulenkamp. It won't be an icing. Spoonar will go and play. Eulenkamp forcing the issue. The Capitals always aware when Eulenkamp's on the ice surface. Is on the near side. Aiden Long will have a chance at goal. Down low he plays there looking for Eulenkamp. Up the near side wall, Dubuque tries to clear. They're unable to as Eulenkamp on possession. Eulenkamp has it taken off of his stick, but Capel grabs it back for Madison. Capel up top for Michaud. Far side for Coasia. Coasia's shot goes off the end wall actively. Capel in the corner grabs it for Madison. Capel shovels it along, looking for Long. Instead, it finds the stick and skates of a Dubuque Fighting Saints player. So to a side work beneath the goal line behind Spoonar and goal. Eulenkamp will hustle off for a change. Riker Lee will hop on for Madison. All of that happens in the offensive zone for Madison. They're able to shovel things down. It'll be icing if it gets there. It won't. It'll knuckle down. And Coasia able to get things going forward for Madison. Capel stays out there for a moment, allowing Finn Brink onto the ice. And now Mason Moe as Capel hustles off. Coasia down deep inside the defensive zone. Relays it along to Michaud on the near side. Angled ahead for Moe. Moe has Lee and Kawaja with them. Kawaja on the far side sends one towards the goal. Sticked into the corner by the goaltender Spunar. Spunar is giving up 4 tonight to the Capitals as Madison leads 4-1. 11:45 to go in the period. Up top it goes, near side Jamison. Jamison towards the net, sits far side for a moment for Mo. Eventually he fires it, it goes up into the glass. Off the window it goes, over to the near side. The Capitals have it beneficially bounce off of a stanchion. Mason Mo takes over and neutral ice, and it'll drop back. Dex Brooks ahead looking for options. Feeds to the near side for Mo. Mo now ahead for Lee. Lee in the high slot, now to Mo on the near side. Mo with a shot from a sharp angle. Right into the shoulder. Jamison holds on the near side. Far side it goes for Brooks. Brooks steps around one player, sits out front, does the puck. Rebound alive. Mo unable to grab it. Picks it up in the corner for a moment before Dubuque starts the rush up the near side wall. Kostadinsky turns it over to a Capitals player. The Capitals send it down in deep. Chasing after it, there's Waterfield. Waterfield, a chance on the far side from Cowan. Fandon. Cowan up against the wall. Now Waterfield. Cowan joins him again. Angle shoves him up against the wall. The two battle there for a moment before Cowan comes away with it. Down into the corner for Waterfield, who scored our most recent tally. Barabanov loses it. Cowan's there for it. Cowan has it poked off of his stick, but he gives it right back to Barabanov. Barabanov out front with a chance, blockered up into the sky by Spunar. Buckberger down against the wall. Rung around the kick plate to the far side. Barabanov off the window, down low. Kostadinsky there for Dubuque. Far side it goes. He's battled with by Ty. They get wrestled down to the surface as Kostadinsky loses an edge. They'll play it out to neutral ice. Will the Saints eventually and into the offensive zone? Van Vliet tries to kick it up to a teammate. He gets it back thanks to Buckberger's turnover. Far side, Dubuque got it. Mackey down into the corner. Rung around the kick plate to Cornforth. Out front for a chance. Mackey on the far side holds. Mackey up against the blue line. Offside. The handle's not good enough for James Mackey, as that'll send us to a media timeout. 10:08 into this third period. Madison up 4-1.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me. Like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Capitals Hockey Live here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Madison in the driver's seat, 4-1, just past the halfway mark of period number 3. Allen sends this one down in deep. Caleb Heil will slow things down for Jack Kawaja. Goals in this one from Lee, Brink, Buckberger, and Waterfield for Madison is up the near side wall. Allen will hold. Down on the near side, it's Stout starting up ice for the Capitals as Johnson made some room, stretching the offensive zone. Stout from a sharp angle hits the right pad. Out front, a rebound sent wide with the backhand for Stout up that far side. Kawaja pinches down for a moment, sits in the feet of Brendan Ty before James Mackey off to the races. Look at Big Mac go. The former Capital turns things over, and on the near side, Johnson into the offensive zone. Mackey recovers, right place, right time. Is the Villanova, Pennsylvania native up the near side into the offensive zone. Sent down in deep by Aaron. Picked up there by Heil, who will ring it up the glass along the near side. Settling down on the stick of Aiden Long. Glove down for a moment by Capel. Eulenkamp on the far side. A shot kicked wide by Spunar. Chance out front from Long. Blockered up into the sky. Cap Ice started to celebrate a bit too prematurely there as the Capitals tied up against the end wall. The top team in the Eastern Conference, Dubuque Fighting Saints, trailing to the Caps by 3 late in this third period. Up that far side, Eulenkamp on possession. Up top it goes for Jamison. Down into the corner now for Long. Long up against the wall for a moment. Spins back up to the slot for Michaud. A shot goes wide. Rebound sits there out of midair. Capel takes a swing at it Instead, it's up the wall for Dubuque as they're able to clear. Deep in they go before Michaud picks up for Madison. Jamison on the near side, up ahead, tries to find Riker Lee, eventually does. Lee sticks it around Angle. Angle grabs it back for the Saints and starts up ice. Angle and Lee teammates at the World Junior A Challenge as Mason Moe deep inside the zone for Madison, tied up against his own end wall. Deep inside Giuliani with the foot that time, really pushing play along up against the wall. 19 on 19 in the corner. Up the wall it goes, out of the zone. Chasing back after it are the Capitals. Malbuff sent hard up into the wall. Pair of captains there on that altercation. Michaud there for it, now Lee. On it now Moe after Lee directed it his way. Nice job with the poke check by Malbuff. Lee plays the body on the player in Merrill. Brink does as well on the near side, and the Capitals up that far side. Drop back. Moe tripped up by the leg. No call will come. Ooh, that's a tough one for the referees. I thought for sure that was going to be a trip. He got his foot up on the player. Buckberger sent up hard into the wall. Buckberger chirps over at Merrill. This Dubuque squad showing some fight late. 7:02 remains as Barabanov with the hit. At neutral ice, Malbuff comes into the offensive zone, setting the tone for this matchup this season. Van Vliet scores, though, at the other end for Dubuque to bring themselves within 2. Under 7 to go in this third period. It's 4-2. The Caps still in the driver's seat. The Dubuque faithful that traveled here this evening, loud and proud, as Van Vliet scores his 15th of the season, 24th of his USHL career, 5th point of the weekend for Van Vliet, the Vegas Golden Knights draft prospect. A face-off back at center ice upcoming. The face-off is tied up. Cornforth ahead into the offensive zone on the far side, poked off of the stick as Cowan comes forward for Madison. Cowan into the offensive zone, throws on the brakes, feeds it down into the corner. Allen on it for Dubuque as they try to stretch the zone with Gavin Cornforth. Comes all the way back down in deep as Stout on the near side starts up ice. Stout up ahead for Waterfield. Waterfield into the offensive zone, Barabanov. Barabanov up the wall, had it poked off of his stick, but he grabs it back. Look to play it down into the corner. Waterfield goes for a change, and Dubuque enters the neutral ice with possession of the puck. Cowan takes down Van Vliet from behind. No call will come as the two are both skating the same direction. Cowan directs that one towards the offensive zone. It hits Scherzer in the behind, and the Capitals keep possession in the offensive zone. Down low, Scherzer battling up against the wall with Malbuff for a moment before Dubuque has a player sent up against the wall. The Capitals chase back after it in the defensive zone. All 5 Dubuque Fighting Saints players go for a change. Michaud plays it up that far side wall for Johnson. It's caught in his feet. James Mackey jumps up into the play offensively. Near side for Barron. Backdoor feed looking that time for the player in Morello. Instead it caroms out to neutral ice. Mackey jumps up into the play offensively again. Morello down in the far side corner, takes it to the near side. Up against the wall, he'll go for a moment. Sends it to the far side, interrupted by Diego Johnson. Sidesteps and enters the offensive zone. Johnson sends it towards the net. No chance on that one where the Capitals. Scherzer had it in his feet. Rather, that was Ty who had it in his feet. He was in the midst of going for a change, though. Didn't realize it until it was already on a Fighting Saints player. Backdoor feed looking for Desiderio where the Saints. Chance from the point. Stopped by Heil. 14:59 into period number 3. 4-2 our score. Madison in the driver's seat for the most recent goal scored by Lucas Van Vliet. For the Dubuque Fighting Saints is a face-off upcoming in the defensive zone. It'll be on the far side to the right of Heil in goal. Sam Capel's unit out there, the top unit for Dubuque. Cole Spicer, Rua Honan in the middle, and Josh Giuliani on the far side. Spicer, a Boston Bruins prospect. Rua Honan, a Philadelphia Flyers prospect. Face-off one to the point, blockered up into the sky by Caleb Heil. As it'll go into the protective netting for a whistle. 4:58 to go in the third. 4-2 our score. A face-off in the defensive zone once again for Madison. Top 2 defensemen jump out onto the ice for the Caps. Heil will look over to the right of his crease. Capel and Rua Honan in the circle. Capitals have been dominated in the faceoff circle tonight. Hold them up, boys, as Sam Capel gets tossed from the circle. Long will go in against Ruohonen now. Faceoff won back by Dubuque. Up the far side wall, Niedermeyer plays down. Moline allows it to continue up the near side. Trying to stop things was Niedermeyer. Spicer there for Dubuque, able to keep things moving in the right direction. Ruohonen in the slot, kicked into the corner along the way. Ruohonen bodied off the puck there by Eulenkamp. Out front, Eulenkamp takes a player down. The puck finds the back of the net. Somehow, some way, it's Spicer. Brings Dubuque within one. 4:34 to go in the third. Dubuque trails by only one now, as Josh Niedermeyer will go through the handshake line first. First goal since December 31st. I think it was John Stout that deflected it in, as Madison has their captain talking with Russell Jordan, one of our referees for tonight's contest. They'll go and chat on that far side. All of the officials will come together. 4:34 to go in this third period. 4-3 the score, as the officials all have a chat on the far side of the ice. Cornforth and Brink right outside of it, ready to hear the ruling, as they're going to tell Finn Brink something here. Finn Brink thought he saw something. Not the case. Slowly makes his way back to the player bench to tell head coach and general manager Andy Brandt what the referees relayed to him. 4-3 the score. Madison's had two separate 3-goal leads in this one, and Dubuque brings themselves within one here in this one. 4.5 to go in the period as the Capitals played up the far side wall, held in there by number 12, Teddy Merrill. The Capitals on the near side. Desiderio tries to hold the line. Brink there for Madison. The captain plays it up the wall. Van Vliet there. Scored the second goal for the Fighting Saints. Brought them within two. The most recent goal scored by Niedermeyer. The Capitals try to feed it up ahead, looking for Finn Brink. Instead on the near side, it's Cornforth. Cornforth towards the goal, deflected by Heil. Mackey on the far side will hold for the Saints. Down low it goes. On possession, Cornforth. Near side, Desiderio, a bit too much sauce on it, so Desiderio has to play it into the corner for Michaud, where the Capitals take over on possession. Up that far side wall, the Capitals able to clear out to neutral ice. Mackey takes a couple of hacks at Riker Lee, and now up ahead for Mason Moe. All the rest of the Capitals went for a change. Waterfield on the near side, unable to haul in a Mason Moe pass. As 3.5 remain in the third period, Dubuque with a 2-goal third to pull within one here in Middleton. 4-3 our score. Madison led 3-0 and then 4-1. And those two recent goals from the Fighting Saints. On the far side, a shot blocked by Dexter Brooks. Up ahead it goes for Bobby Cowan. And the Capitals out to neutral ice. Edison Engel takes over for Dubuque. On the near side, Morello. Down into the corner it goes. Up against the wall, he gets shoved for a moment. Relayed along towards the goal. Heil stands tall for the Capitals. Brooks gets tripped up in the play. No call will come. Under 3 to go in the third. 4-3 the score. They're going to keep an eye on Spoonar on the left end of the ice, the opposite end from everything here. As down in front of the goal, to his side work in the corner. The puck still moving, so the referee allowing play to continue. Precious time being killed by the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Puck pops free to the near side. Angle unable to hold on to it as it takes an odd bounce off the wall. Up ahead it goes for Cowan. He'll hustle after it to negate icing. A nice job by the Capitals forward, but she ties things up against the wall. 2.5 to go in the third. Caps lead by 1 here in this one against the top team in the Eastern Conference. Scherzer skates away with it up against the wall. He's pinned up against there by Angle. Ty goes and joins him there as Johnson will hop over the wall for Madison. 2:10 to go in the third now as Dubuque finally has possession. They'll start up the near side wall. It was Van Vliet ahead for Barron. Barron just chips that one down in deep. Heil will go to play. He'll backhand it over to Moline, and the Capitals should have a pretty clean breakout here. Ty up ahead looking that time for Scherzer. It's deflected back to Moline, and up ahead, Stout deflects that one into the offensive zone on the stick of Scherzer. Far side looking for Johnson. Johnson sends it up against the wall. Mackey there to deflect it, and now Giuliani into the offensive zone has Spicer with him. Empty net on the Dubuque Fighting Saints side. Extra attacker on. Spicer Down low on the far side, up top for Mackey. Mackey with a shot towards the goal, deflected up into the window. On the near side, to a side work in the corner. The Capitals will send one towards the vacant cage. It'll escape the zone. Mackey will have to go back for it. He'll send it into the offensive end, and it'll allow Austin Moline a chance at the goal. Just goes wide, no icing on the play. As Aiden Long, the first one to it. Jerzer's shot goes up into Desiderio. No goal. 1:10 to go in the third. 4-3 the score. Madison in the lead. Extra attacker on for Dubuque as Mackey starts at the near side, but it's forced to spin back. Towards the middle of the ice they go. Spicer into the offensive zone for Dubuque. To the middle. Unable to get anything there. Moline on the far side against Desiderio in the corner. Puck pumps free. Gets caught up in a referee's skate. Uhlenkamp takes a hack at it to get it out. Unable to. 45 to go in the period. Far side. Moline sends one towards the vacant cage. The Caps hustle after it. It won't be icing as Uhlenkamp's out there for Madison. He'll take it behind the cage out front for Long. He fans on it, but he's taken down. The net pops off. No change to be allowed for Dubuque. An offensive zone draw. No change should mean the goalie shouldn't be able to come on, but they're going to allow it. Oh, that would be something if that was how that worked out. Offensive zone draw for Madison. Definitely could have been a trip, but a timeout will come from Dubuque nonetheless. 33.4 seconds to go in this third period. Let's take a look at how we got here this evening. A quick scoring summary as 33 seconds remain here in the third period. Riker Lee got the scoring started at the 11:40 mark of the first. Finn Brink at the 18:14 mark made it 2-0. Then Buckberger at 18:58 of period number one made it 3-0. Caps at intermission number one. Dryden Allen with the lone goal in the second period made it 3-1. Caps at intermission number two. Waterfield extended the lead back to 3 for Madison at the 2:44 mark of the period. But then it was 2 goals for Dubuque to bring themselves back within 1. Van Vliet at 13:08 and Niedermeyer at 15:26. 4-3 Madison leads late in this one. An offensive zone draw upcoming for the Capitals here as the Caps will send out what looks to be a very defensive-heavy unit. And obviously, with the empty net, you want to have a speedster out there with Uhlenkamp. So Brink will go out instead of Aiden Long. So it's Capel, Uhlenkamp, Brink, Michaud, and Jamison for the Caps. On the other end, it's Cornforth, Spicer, Desiderio, alongside Giuliani. And on the far side, it's 4 forwards. So Cornforth joins him out there for Dubuque. 33.4 seconds to go in the third. 4-3 our score. Madison looking to pull away 2 points and not allow the top place Dubuque Fighting Saints anything here this evening as they flutter this one up high into the sky. It hits on the back of Michaud. Jamison on the near side, the extra attacker on for Dubuque. Offensive zone chance for the Fighting Saints. Desiderio along the near side wall, pinned up there for a moment. A shot towards the goal, kicked wide by Heil. 15 to go in the period. The Capitals try to clear, unable to at their first attempt. Finn Brink with a chance now. Fans on it. Dubuque will have a chance one more. As on the near side, Ruohonen slowly takes it in. Puck's deflected up and out of play. 2.9 seconds remain in period number 3. 4-3 our score. Face-off in the offensive zone upcoming for Dubuque. As I think the Caps will throw some big bodies out there. With a face-off upcoming to the left of Caleb Heil in goal. You win the draw, you most likely win the game if you're Madison. Long will go to take the draw for the Capitals. Moline and Stout out there for the Caps. I'm pretty sure you'd want the big bodies out front. They're trying to get word from everybody here. The referee going to chat with the Capitals bench about something. Extra attacker on. 2.9 seconds remain. A defensive zone draw for Madison. Merrill and Long, the two-team centermen in the circle. Merrill will look to snap it back and send one towards the goal immediately. Long will just look to tie this up and come away with 2 points tonight. Face off, one back, fanned on the shot. Wow, if you're Dubuque, you really want to have that one. You can't fan on the shot at that moment if you're Dubuque. Desiderio trying to go after a Capitals player. Takes a couple of punches at John Stout after the whistle does Merrill. The Capitals stay at their bench area. Merrill and Stout now going at it. Long in the mix as well. Capitals pick up 2 points in this one, a 4-3 victory over the Dubuque Fighting Saints. As Madison skates away with victory number 23 of the season. The Caps able to pull away 2 points in an important game for Caleb Heil, win number 14 of the season, 5th straight start. He's been able to clinch a victory here tonight. Madison with goals from Lee, Brink, Buckberger, and Waterfield put Madison in the win column once again. 3 points on the weekend for the Caps. Can't beat that with games in hand over everybody around you. You bring yourselves within 1 point of third place in the East with games in hand over just about everybody as well. Back here at home next Saturday night, if you're following along on the Capitals Broadcast Network, click the away feed on Friday's broadcast in Green Bay. We'll be up there on the call for the Capitals Broadcast Network. 3 stars of the game upcoming here, presented by Ho-Chunk Gaming of Madison. I'd have to imagine here in this one, you'd have some combination of Lee, Brink, and I would guess a goal scorer for Dubuque as well. I thought Lucas Van Vliet played very well tonight for the Fighting Saints, so maybe he gets in there as well. But Madison improves to 23-11, 3-1 on the season. A 3-game weekend next weekend, Saturday and Sunday at home. We'd love to see you. Tickets.madcapshockey.com. Puck drop at 7:05 up in Green Bay on Friday night. Pregame will start at 6:45 for everybody at the Madison Capitals. We'll hit our 3 stars of the night. Buckberger gets the 3rd star of the game. We might go all Caps here. Buckberger, Brink, and Lee would be my guess on this side, as Rich Reynolds announced the 3 stars.
Also had a big goal way back in the first period. An electric one at that. Here he is, number 27,
Captain Brink, the 2nd star of the night. And Riker Lee will get star number 1. Caps improve. 23-11, 3-1 on the year. Back at home on Saturday night, on the road on Friday night. Happy Valentine's Day on that one. A Valentine's Day date with the Green Bay Gamblers on Friday. Saturday and Sunday home games next week. Tickets.madcapshockey.com. Right here on the Capitals Broadcast Network. Thanks for joining us. Drew Steele on the call for the Capitals. 4-3 Caps win.